it me? Am I the drama? I don't think I'm the drama. Maybe I am. Am I the villain? I don't think I'm the villain.
Good morning. That's actually the last round because ads are over in like 15 seconds. So I'm not doing another round. I am big old bum today. I'm done. Nothing is wrong. I'm just feeling lazy. I'm not gonna lie. Not gonna lie at all. Welcome back from ads. Good morning, YouTube. Good morning, Twitch. Uh, Next week we're adding a new friend to the mix. We'll be adding in TikTok. I'm in a good mood. I'm just tired, you know? It be like that sometimes. I'm checking my calendar because I think. Okay, we're good. I was like, one of these Mondays, there's gonna be no stream, but it's on the 19th. On the 19th, but that's okay because on the 17th, guess what? Pico Park with the Betsies is happening. So, in a week and 2 days, on the 17th of May, at 5 p.m. Central, 6 p.m. Eastern, 4 Mountain, 3, what is that time zone? You're Pacific. Having a brain day, you know? We will be playing Pico Park with Sarius and Amaryllis and Tommy Rachel and Nicole. Most of us will be co-streaming. Those of us who still stream will be co-streaming. I believe Nicole is also going to go live that day. So it's going to be a good time. You're going to see it's going to be a hot mess of a good time. So I just want to let you all know that is happening now on the 17th. All of us have committed. A couple people may have to back out depending on how they're feeling. You know, we've got this little group of friends we all have little chronic illnesses. But that's okay, because we make it work every time. And I'm not shitting on nobody. I also have chronic illnesses. I mean, we're wearing a hot monitor all week. But it's going to be a good time regardless. So, I just don't want anybody to feel pressured to be there if they're not feeling good. I'm messing with my mic. This little screw right here keeps it from turning back and forth, and sometimes it gets loose. But yeah, it's going to be a fantastic time. Hopefully everybody had a good rest of their day yesterday. I played 1 round of Zero Build Fortnite, 2 rounds of Reload, and then I was done for the day. I am trying desperately to find a redeeming quality for this season of Fortnite, and I can't. So we'll play normally tomorrow, unless you guys want to play Reload. If y'all want to play Reload, I do prefer that right now. But I'll play Zero Build if that's what we want to do. But I'm gonna be obnoxious about it. I'm gonna push every fight and die a lot. I'm mad, and I'm gonna let everybody know. So let's get into this build, though. This build does not make me mad. This build makes me happy. This build is good. What do you mean engage with my audience? How much we're fine. All right. So I found a picture yesterday. Did I save it? Sure didn't. But it is the inspo for the interior of this build. We will get a sim in here to fix up these appliances. I'm telling y'all, it's gonna be it's fantastic. We got to put a trash can in here. I think I'm actually gonna put the trash can like here. We'll be working on the living room. We haven't done any cluttering yet. I very quickly yeeted my crown from the other day. You dirty rat bastard. I played 1 round with my kid and her friend and it was gone. I'm mad at it though. Alright, our living room is mostly done. I think all I want in here, again, I'm not going too big into clutter quite yet. We will get there. But I do want to put in a plant here in the corner. And when I think like something like this would be cool in here with a different pot. A different pot would be better. Let me pull this out. I'm itchy, don't mind me. This little sticker, I have an adhesive allergy and this is driving me crazy. So if you see me like tugging or scratching up here, that's what's happening. I'm dying. I'm dying inside. It has just progressively gotten worse. But it's okay, because this is a necessary thing that I have to do. That's what I keep telling myself. I don't feel like it is necessary. I feel like it's torture. But we're going to do it. Oh, this might be a good one for in here. It's like, you know? Oh, I was going to try and find a couch table. There's words there that are going to come out of my mouth. I'm just pulling out plants that I think might work in corners. That's all. I like this little guy. I think this little guy is cute. He might stay there. Like, this is like an outdoor plant. I'm not gonna put him inside, but they might go outside when we go outside. This is also a really good plant for the vibe of the place. But like, part of me feels like this should be outside based on the planter alone. So I'm not gonna put that in here. My nose is running like crazy. I was like, ooh, I'm gonna do my makeup today because I haven't done it all week. Feeling cute. I am. Don't get me wrong. But I gave up on makeup during allergy season because I just wipe it off when I rub my nose. And then I look like a little who because my face is all one color and my nose is bright red. You know? Maybe. These plants are very similar. They just have different bases. We'll put that there. We'll figure it out. The only thing I wish we had in this beautiful game that's family friendly are not so family friendly plants. Okay? I need an herb garden. Specific kind of herbs in my garden, you know? Anyway, back to this right here. Let me see if I can find we do need more plants. Genuinely and truly, we do need more plants. A lot of my CC is just plant CC because we don't have enough. And I'm not being funny when I say that. Ooh, this could be good. I like how this is a little beat up on top. It's scratched up. There's just some stuff on there. I think this is what I'm going to go with. None of my wood tones match, but that's okay. And on top of here, we're going to do... This is cute. I kind of wanted a record player, but this is cute. I do want more hanging plants, yes. The ones that hang off the side of the shelf, the ones we have are good. I would like a couple more, but hanging plants specifically, I would like more of those. We'll do this because those look good together. I'm telling you, green and gold, man. Green and gold. That's the vibe. I was going to do something like this here, but we'll just do that. Because I could also just do a record. Can I not do a record player on here? Bullshit. Alright, well, radio it is. A record player could be cool in here, though. There's a big open space here. That's good for a little dance party, you know? The gold and green does go well together. Arthas is being a menace. Just imagine Arthas not being a menace. Arthas, leave him alone. They're going to end up breaking my stuff. Because they jump up where my TV is and my PlayStation. Trying to get away from Arthas. And Arthas is just... all the time. I don't use it. I just don't use it CC in builds. Trust me, I have some CC that I would love to use in builds. Absolutely. I just don't use CC on like when I'm building for the save file. That's all. Plant again. We need a plant again. Because this is going to be, you know, hangy dangly kind of plant. I know we have a new kind of hangy dangly plant. This one. We'll put it over here. See, that looks nice. That looks good. It's always so funny to me that weed is referred to as the devil's lettuce. It's just weed. It's just a plant, my guy. It doesn't hurt nobody. As long as you use it responsibly. It's just like drinking. And I do believe that. As long as you are using your weed responsibly, don't get high and drive. Like if you wouldn't drink and drive, and if you would drink and drive, stop it. Don't get high and drive. It's really just that simple. Same rules apply. All of these plants are not staying. I'm just trying to figure out what I'm doing here. I think no to you. I do think I'm going to put this one over here in this corner. I'm going to get rid of this one. I think I'm going to double up over here. I think we're going to do like this. And then I'm going to move this one over here. And we're going to grab this one for over here. I would get the one with like the long pretty trellisy one. But I use that one way more than this one. This one is from Paranormal Stuff. If you don't have Paranormal Stuff pack, it's worth getting. It does have some gameplay in there with the haunted house feature lot and the seance table. You can summon Bonehilda. I've never done the gameplay for Paranormal Stuff, but the build buy for Paranormal Stuff is pretty good. It's pretty good. We'll do that one. I might grab a different pot for this. What do you mean you're going to grab a different pot for this? I mean, I'm going to go in here and grab a pot and then raise this plant up and make it fit in this pot. That's what I mean. You just got to make sure you do it the right way. You got to be the right pot. Like this one, this is a good pot for this. You can size it down and do it like that. Most of the pot's hidden, that's fine. And then we can change the color of the pot to like this. Sure, you see a little bit of the basket, but don't bother me. It just looks like dirt. It just looks a little dirty. I found a 70s playlist today. I sure did. We are grooving, kids. Alright. I think the living room, as far as like putting stuff down, is good. We don't have all the clutter we're going to have, but do we want a window here or do we want a mirror here? Here's the window. Let me put a table here. Because I've been going back and forth. Do I want a window or do I want a mirror? I feel like I want this in the entryway. Like maybe in this green. But here's this. And then if we decide instead, let's do a mirror. Maybe like this one. Or this one from Businesses and Hobbies. Because then you can like make sure you don't got nothing in your teeth before you leave the house. But then there's like no natural light coming in through here. It's just whatever light we put over that. Also, where's the rest of my window or my ceiling? Where is the rest of my ceiling? Anyway. Back to what we were doing. Made no sense. I mean, now it all looks like it's gone. There we go. I don't know if I want the window or if I want the mirror. What if we do... I went too far. A smaller window. Like this window. Because then we could have both. Maybe? Right. I feel bad that I didn't do that collab. For those of you who don't know, Nicole put together a collab. I just didn't. I don't have the energy for it. And she knows. I'm not, like, mad at it. She's not mad at me. I just don't... I collabed myself out because I did 3 in a very short period of time. No. This one's smaller. It does come with a white frame. It looks like it's openable. I think it's backwards. There we go. I think we do that. I think we do both. We do the window, we do the thing. We put in a little curtain over the window, just a little baby curtain. I mean, we could do this, but what's the point of having a window there if you're just going to cover the whole window? You know? This also will cover the window. Will you? How do I feel about that? I love these curtains. I think they're pretty. Yeah, that's the other thing I don't like about collabs and like building in general. I think I love building. Don't get me wrong. I love building. You all know this. We build at least 2 days a week over here. I feel like there's things with my builds I want to do. I want to take pictures and post them on, you know, TikTok and all of those places. But, like, I also have zero desire to take and edit photos. None. Zero. So, like, it just doesn't happen. Nah. We'll just leave the window like it is. It's high enough that it's not going to be a big deal. I'm gonna make the mirror brown. Hey, Amari, how are you? Enjoying your day off? I assume. I assume you are enjoying your day off. Put my little curtains over here. I'm alt placing the curtains. I alt place them terribly. Yep. Yep. That's why I just don't do it. Like, people are like, if you want to be a content creator, you have to take content creation seriously. And I'm like, you so right. I just want to chill and hang out with people. I don't necessarily want to be a content creator. I am. But like that I don't wake up every day excited to like take pictures and post them. You're a liar, creative. You're a liar. Your build skills are not. Don't stop. You could do a park. You probably could have just like downloaded a shell. Asked Nicole to make you a shell. I would have made you a shell. Yeah, I had my cats are little buttholes. So, nope, you are correct. That is not what collabs are about. I'm not mad at it. I'm just saying, don't diminish your skill because you have more than you think you do. I have no idea what the fuck we're listening to, by the way. Like, I know that the song is, but like, I've never heard the song in my life. Let's find us a table. We have this table. I like this table a lot. I've never heard this song. Not once. Which is shocking given who my grandma is. And I say that like my grandma was somebody of importance to anybody but my family. When I tell you my grandma was born in the Appalachian Mountain and lived in a hut, I'm not even kidding, with no floors. She had dirt floors growing up. I'm so for real. So like for me to not know this song, I feel like this was like the anthem of her life. So when I tell you Mommy Mers was an Appalachian little country girl, I'm so for real. Oh, this could be good. I know this song. This one. Or this one. One of these tables. One of these tables is going to be it. I like this one.
Hello.
Hello, Daniel. How are you? We can do this table. I don't do glass tables. Tables are not for me. Or we could do this table. This has like different colors. Ooh. Can I combine the tables? I cannot combine the tables. This one kind of blends in. I feel like in the middle of the night, I would run into that table, get myself a bruise, wake up the next day, not remember how I got said bruise. You know, I feel like that's what it is. Absolutely not. First of all, mine was allergy related that turned into laryngitis. It's still lingering. I'm sure you can hear. But to be fair, this is my own fault. I'm under a blanket and I have all of my windows open. But it's for the cats. I have to leave my house to spread anything. And I was out of my house this weekend, but we was in Rochester in the cities. So unless you were also in Rochester in the cities, I gave you nothing, ma'am. Not a thing. We found, if you live in Minneapolis, there's a store up there called Discount 70 that has, like, stuff from Target. And super cheap. Super cheap. We got, like, it's like the stuff they don't sell anymore, so, or that's been discontinued at Target. It all goes to the store. I don't know how the store got that kind of a contract with them. It is in a strip mall. It is in a rundown strip mall, but it was fantastic. I had a great time. I got you can't see it. I got the gaudiest leopard print, gold framed.
I went to the fridge to get a snack.
Ridiculous.
And
you weren't there, Daniel. How dare you not be there when I go to get a snack? A little snacky snack. I don't know which table I want. I think I want this one. I think this is the one I like. Alright, let's find some chairs. Some 70 little hippie happy chairs. I don't know. I don't know what kind of chairs they would be. Maybe these. These could work. And I know they have a matching brown tone because they're from the same pack. Do not make a liar out of me, game. The game is determined. I mean, we could do the black with the brown. I would rather have the brown wood, personally. That's a little too red. I'm doing this the hard way. You could just use the plus. I don't want a black seat. Well, this is an option. We'll come back to it. This is also an electric blanket. It's just not plugged in. Yeah, I don't know. It is currently 54. Yeah. So why are my windows open? Because my room does get extraordinarily warm. The sun comes into it. It is where the heat is. Like, the heat register is literally 3 feet from me. And simmers know your computer heats up a room real fast when you start playing the game. So, like, right now I am comfortable. So you guys have seen this before. Where are you? That was a terrible picture. Hold on. Aries is currently over everything right now. This is just how he's chilling in his cat tree. Face down. Does not care. Aries is perfectly embodying how I feel. Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of like a cold house, but a cool house. I want it cold enough that I have to have a blanket on me, but I don't want it cold enough that like I'm cold. So, you know. And I know some people are like all about, ooh, I don't like those chairs. Like some people are like, I have to see my breath when I'm sleeping, and I'm like, you are a bold person. I couldn't be me. This has the same kind of shape as this. But again, the brown that matches-ish, not even a good match. It's a black seat, and if I'm gonna do that, I may as well go with that one. We have this, but I don't think this has a dark brown. What is it with this dark brown? No, that's fair. My kiddo got me one of these Snuggie things. It's a hot Cheeto Snuggie. And I also have one of those. I have an hoodie downstairs, but the cats have stolen the hoodie from me. But like a blanket hoodie, an hoodie, a Snuggie, whatever, those are the best. They really are. I love them. You just get all cozy on your couch or in your computer chair. I like how big they are. They make me feel small. That's really what it is. They just make me feel small. I don't think I like that either. I do not believe so. This one I could like if we have the right... I'm willing to change the wood color for the right seat. I'm not gonna lie. Like this I like. This I like. We're gonna go here. I am not small. Okay? I won't argue with perfection. Oh no, speaking of small, I'm not small. Okay? I know me. It's okay. This chair could be okay. We'll put you over here too. What else do we have for good chairs? It's always about the good chairs. This one, I don't like this so much. I know there are people out there who have like the full on like chairs like these for the dining room. But as somebody with wider hips and larger thighs, I don't like that. I want wide open spaces. Do not put me in a dinner table that has arms on your chair, please. Unless like, no, I want chairs like this. You know? Like this is borderline not okay. This is okay because the arms are higher and I can let things spill out the sides, you know? That's important. But yeah, I don't like this I don't like. Could you imagine you come into this bitty ass house And this is what you're greeted with when you walk in the door. You're greeted with the largest chairs known to man at the smallest table known to man. We need to do that. Oh, my nose. It's just the running. Mr. Quiv has a business trip next week. He's gonna leave me all alone. It's a sad day. What am I supposed to do? Let me get rid of these chairs, first of all. That's what I need to do. I guess I'm gonna go with these, but I don't want them in that colorway. We'll do the damn black seat. I don't love it. Yeah, I like... That's the worst. I've got this chair. This is an expensive chair. It's a Secret Labs chair. I think my kiddo bought it. I don't think she bought it. She did buy it. And I think it was like $700 brand new. $750 brand new. She couldn't take it with her when she moved. So I inherited it. I'm sure she's mad about it. But it wouldn't fit like when she moved down there, they were living together, but they had 2 roommates. So her office setup was in her bedroom, and it just wouldn't fit in the space she had for it. It would probably fit now, but it's my chair now, so it sucks for her. If I upgrade, maybe she can have it back. Maybe, possibly, she can have it back. Alright, I think the main part of the house, minus clutter, is done. I should have brought a sim in here last night. My nose is just running. And cleaned up these what are these called? Appliances. I'm telling you, it's well, we're gonna do it. We're gonna get through it. Alright, this bedroom. I don't think I want paneling in this bedroom. As somebody who likes a good old cave feeling in my house, I don't think I want that in my bedroom. Let's pick better doors. Probably, you guessed it, the HBD door. Because it's a good door. Where'd you go, buddy? There you are. And these come in a brown. That would blend in rather nicely. Look at that. Don't even know it's there. Just an ugly-ass brown door. I wish in this game you could paint... like this side of the door one color and this side of the door another color. I have a lot of hopes, wishes, and dreams for this game. You know, none of them are ever gonna happen, but a girl can dream. I know. I never played. I think I played The Sims 2. I think we've talked about that. All I remember is I played it on my friend's computer. And in order to get the money cheat, you did like the @ sign with the tilde. So it was like a rose. And the more of those you put in, the more money you got. That's the game I played from The Sims. I'm pretty sure it was The Sims 2. And then this one. But like, I only played it at her house on her computer. So I didn't own it. And I had no idea what I was doing. And now I play this game. I've been playing this game for like 3 years. Almost 4,000 hours in 3 years, which is disgusting when you think about it. Disgusting indeed. And then you look at other simmers, and they're like thousands and thousands, tens of thousands of hours in, and I'm like, I feel a little bit better. But not much, because I'm still 4,000 hours deep in this game in less than 3 years. 2.5 years, because I only started playing this game when I started streaming. Everybody, I used to play Final Fantasy. Yeah, I have like 4,000. I used to play Final Fantasy, and I did a lot of housing in Final Fantasy. And they were like, you should play The Sims, you would love it. And I'm like, I'm not playing The Sims, you know? Like, oh, I'm not doing that. And here we are. They were indeed correct. I do indeed enjoy building in The Sims. It is a good time. That's so ugly. This isn't the bed we're keeping. Yeah, I'm at like 39.76. It's a ridiculous amount. Let me see if I can. Oh, my bad. 3730.5 according to the Steam. According to good old Steam Rooney, that's how many hours I have in this game. Dinosaurs in the primary bedroom? It's the only bedroom. But dinosaurs in the primary bedroom? Maybe here? I don't know. I just do plain wallpaper. Where's Desert Skies? That's the one I like. There's like this green in there. And yes, I do know the name of the wallpaper. Show me the wallpaper I want. Can I not search the wallpaper by color? Is it in paint? It's not this one or this one. It's this one. No, it's not. Where are you? It's in here. We're gonna find it. Please hold. Yeah, this one. I told you I knew the name of it. Don't play with me. But they have like this color right here brings me joy. As does this one. This one is also pretty good. They added these new colors in the Swatch update like last year. There's blue. But I think I'm gonna go with this one. It's my favorite. Yeah, okay. I'm just gonna put that in here too so it all matches. And then maybe we darken up these doors so they also match all of our wood tones, all of our 50,000 wood tones in this place. Make this room as dark as possible. All right, bed. Bed is important. There we go. Let's see. Let's see. I want a bed that says an older couple lives here and hasn't updated their bed frame in years, but their bedding has been updated. That could work. This could work. I hate this bed frame. I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't like that one. This one could be okay. It's just a little too modern. This one also could work because I know rattan and wicker was popular, absolutely, in the 70s. But I do think this is the one I like the best. I feel like it might be a single dude that lives here, and his name is Harold. For whatever reason, Harold is the name of one of these Sims. Who? I don't know. But his name is indeed Harold. This is such a pretty bed. We could do this. Hey, Gryffindor, how are you? How was the rest of your stream yesterday? I think I'm going to go with this. I think, well, like, because this one works better in the room. There's also this bed. I never use this bed either. We'll use this bed. This bed screams Harold. This is Harold's bed. And he has matching end tables. But they're a little beat up. That's the... Not terribly beat up. That's a little more beat up than I want. Yeah. Yeah, I like Strangerville. I've done it like once or twice. But like once is enough, you know? Once is enough. Oh my goodness. I'm good. I'm a little tired. I don't know if you can tell. Surprise! But yeah, it's good. Put these here. I know that they're not the ones that go with it, but they are today. Let's find our curtains. Hey, Danny, how are you? Thank you, curtains. All right. Those are too wide. These work. They're just not long enough. Enjoy your work. These ugly ass curtains. Thank you for that shout out for Danny. If you're not following Danny, you should. Danny doesn't get to pop in here very often because, you know, midday streamer. But she does Sims. She makes beautiful Sims and casts. She makes some fantastic houses. She also plays World of Warcraft. So if that is a game that you like, go check her out. Please and thank you. I think I'm gonna put these ugly brown curtains here. The issue is they don't go with my my pretty curtains here. And I don't think they have a size. I mean, I could do this and get rid of these. I really want this here though, so I'm gonna leave it. I'm leaving it. He has grown this plant from a, what are those things called? A clipping? He's propagated this plant, all right? That's all. So he's keeping it. Let's get him a little rug. It's gonna show all. Yeah, I knew that was gonna happen. Yeah, the storyline for Strangerville is cool. I wish they either did, like, I can't say either. I wish more packs had that kind of storyline element to it, and I know I'm in the minority when I say that. If you had a storyline element to more packs, I think more simmers, you would have more people interested in the game. The thing is, if you don't like it, you can either disable the storyline, make that an option, like I can disable burglars, or you just cheat your way through the story and it's fine. Because you can just put cheats in. It doesn't matter what you play on PC or console, you can put cheats in. And so just cheat your way through it if you don't want to do it. I think those are very valid options. But like, I enjoyed Strangerville. I love the build buy of Strangerville, but I liked that there was like a purpose to the pack, I guess is the best way I can think to put that. I think it made it more. I know a lot of people didn't though. A lot of people were like, why are the Sims doing this? Because it's fun for people who like story-driven gameplay. For people like me who like games like Mass Effect and Fable and you know what I mean? Like having that story-driven gameplay in that pack was nice. That's all. I'll get off my little soapbox. Maybe I'm not the target demographic. Should we do a round rug in here? No. Quickly answered. No. Sorry, Isla. I didn't know who was there. You were making some weird noises. Oh, now she's leaving. She's mad at me. I'm sorry. Ooh. You good? We have a futon, right? So the back is like sloped, and she always tries to jump on it, forgetting that the back is sloped. I quit watching The Handmaid's Tale. There was some stuff in there. I'm not even gonna lie, it triggered the shit out of me, and I was like, I can't watch this anymore. I got into the, like, I don't think I have spoilers to give. I'm pretty sure I got into the first season, and the main character, Handmaid Tale lady, not like the family, but the Handmaid Tale lady, was with the driver, and like at that point I was like, I can't watch this anymore. Like I'm good. So if you're able to watch that, good on you. Like I'm not, it's a good show. I just can't watch it. What I saw of it was really good. I was just like, not for me. I'm here to relax and have a good time. Yeah, I'm here to relax and have a good time, not be traumatized. Thank you. It's like my brother and his wife were watching Game of Thrones, and I was like, ooh, but I like that because everybody was watching it and talking about it at that point in time. And he looked me dead in my eyes. He was like, you will not watch that show. You'll get into it, and then certain things are going to happen, and you're going to hate the show. Just don't even do it. And I was like, you know what? Fair, thank you. And he's probably right, because he was talking about some of the scenes that happened, and I was like, not for me. I'm so good, thank you. Yeah, like, I watch shows, it is to, like, relax. But it's so funny, because I love Sons of Anarchy, and that has some fucked up shit in it, too. But I do love that show. It is a great show. I think like, I don't know. I don't know what the difference is. But like, I think Sons of Anarchy is like my limit for things that I can tolerate in a TV show. Handmaid's Tale and Game of Thrones are a little too far for me. That's all. If you like it though, I love that for you. Should we do a shag carpet in here? Maybe size it down one? Yeah, let's size it down one. And then we can... I don't want it to be brown. Do we have like a... Let's do this. Let's do that. I haven't even made the bathroom up yet. All right. We're getting somewhere. Where? I don't know. But somewhere. That's where we're getting. I think I need table, like bedside table lamps. Normally, I like to do like off the wall kind of sconce situations or hangy down from the ceiling situations. Yes, that is an official term. Hangy down. Thank you very much. And like set them over like this. But I think that's too modern for this house. So we're going to go with lamps. Yeah. So like I said, I don't know a lot about it. I know there were just some scenes in there that my brother was like, they're very explicit and you will not like the show. There's some things that happen that are pretty graphic. And I'm not like a gore person either. Like, I don't want to see all that. I don't want to see all that. So he may have actually done me right on that one. I don't think that's the shape that I want for these lamps. I'm going to leave that one there because I do like it. That's too juvenile. I think I want it to be larger. Maybe. I kind of like this lamp. I kind of like that one. This UFO lamp always cracks me up. The Sovereign, by the way, there's a lot of references to Mass Effect in The Sims because EA makes both games. This is one of them, the Sovereign. For those of you who are here for our Mass Effect Game 1 playthrough, that was the name of the ship that Saren was on. There's also a light. I know for sure there's a hanging light called like the Normandy or something. I don't remember what it is. It's base game. I do remember what it is. I just can't ever find it. Is it this one? Yeah. The Normandic light is after the Normandy. And then we have some countertops. I'm not going to go through all of the things. I just am a Mass Effect fan and I like them. But we also have the Harbinger cabinet, or counter. And that is, of course, after Harbinger. So that is all of the Mass Effect lore I'll spit at you right now. Alright? Or we could do a lamp like this. It is a little too busted. If they had this... No, that's fair. I genuinely and truly love Mass Effect. So I know way more information than I probably should about that fucking game. Oh, sorry. I don't know if you all saw that pop up on screen. Everybody's playing Repo and everybody's playing Schedule 1, both of which are games I want to play, but I can't because they're both in first person. And so when I see other people play them, I get mad at them. Not because, like, you know, I'm glad they're playing the game and having fun. But I'm not mad. I'm jealous. I would like to play those games and I can't. Fucking motion sickness, man. Gets you every time. Not that. That's a little too big. This is like a good size light. Now that's this one from Bowling Stuff. Slept on pack. We could embrace the hippiness. We could embrace the hippiness and do a lava lamp. Maybe we put a lava lamp in the living room somewhere. We'll put it there. Although I kind of want one in here too. Maybe we do the green. We are embracing. I think we embrace the hippie. Ah, I put 2 down. I will change the. Did I not put 2 down? Is it underneath? It is. I have to alt place this so it doesn't clip into the curtains or the bed. Yeah, that's what, like, there's a certain point. I can get through some games if I use Dramamine. Like, some games, not all games. But, like, I'm at a point in my life where I'm not going to risk it. I'm not going to risk it for the biscuit. I don't want this to be a green lava lamp. I know, don't get on me, but, like, nobody wants to sleep in a green room. Maybe you do. Actually, don't let me yuck your yum. If you want to sleep in a room with green lighting in it, have fun. I would just feel like I was being abducted by aliens every time I woke up. And that doesn't sound like a good time to me. My room could have whatever, my bedroom and my living room can have whatever color lights I want, because we have like the smart lights that are hooked up to the Google system, so I can just be like, make the lights blue. But you put it out there, man. You opened that door wide, and Sarius was like, I'm just gonna poop on through here, thank you. All right. We just dim our lights when I'm ready to go to bed and Mr. Quiv is not in bed yet, and that does not happen often, but the same is true in reverse. When he is in bed and I'm not ready for bed yet, we just dim the lights down to like 1% so we can come in and still see, but it's dark enough that you can sleep. I have no fun lights. I sleep in darkness too. Like, it's got to be pretty dark in my room. We have blackout curtains on the windows. We have no light, like alarm clocks or anything, because the lights bother me. We have black tape on all of the like extension cords and stuff, you know? I do not want to see if I open my eyes. I want to pick up my phone and blind myself because I have zero time to react to the light change. I'm not even kidding. And this little thing right here has a little green light that flashes on it occasionally. I have to have that like shoved under the covers, in order to sleep right now, because that little bit of light really bothers me. I think part of it is because it is, you don't know when it's gonna flash. I mean, you do. There is a rhythm to it. Yeah, probably my heart rhythm, but no, that's fair. I am. When I tell you guys I want my house to be a cave, I'm so for real. I want it to be dark. I don't want it to be damp. I do not want it to be damp in my house, but I do want it to be dark. I want it to be cool, not cold, cool. All right. I love it. I love it. I want it as dark as possible. And Mr. Quiv is not that way. He, the only time I'm afraid of the dark is if I'm having a bad dream and I wake up and like my initial reaction is to reach out, right? And make sure that he's there. I chalk up all weird noises to my cats. There's nothing going on in my house because I have cats. You know? There's one time a noise scared me, and that's because our fan broke, and it was the most terrifying noise I've ever heard in my life, but I knew it wasn't the cats. It was scary. But, like, after that was done, we went back to sleep. Any creak in my house, something falling over, a door being... It's my cats. Is it always? Probably not, but it is. It is the Grim Reaper. That's how I felt that day. I thought I was gonna die. Because it was a metal fan with metal blades, you know? And, yeah. Where did you go? They all got treats this morning. Oh, that's fair. Like, I can't say that bothers me. I only, like I said, if I've had a bad dream, that'll get me. But outside of that, I don't care. I'm like, whatever. Evelyn, that's not the side. You've got to be over here. Yeah, you got to be over here. Now I can pick you up. Come here. Oh, my goodness. Oh, you turned the wrong way. Oh, you grabbed everything on the way up. Okay. The cats got treats this morning. And since then, they have all needed a little extra attention. And I think that's it, right? I don't think you're afraid of the dark. Well, maybe you are. Don't let me talk to you. But being afraid of the unknown is valid. I don't go outside at night to put stuff in the trash cans because we have one attached garage and one detached garage. And there's like a little gap in between them. And where our trash cans are right in between that little gap. And in our neighborhood before, there have been sightings of like bobcats. So I don't go out at night. That's not happening. Because I am afraid that there is an animal in between the two garages that I can't see because we don't have light there. But it's funny because when we're camping, I'll sit outside by the fire. Not a problem. Walking to and from the fire to the campsite or to the camper. But I ain't taking the trash out in my neighborhood at night. I can't see half of my screen because Ava's big ass head is in the way. I just want y'all to know that. How come my camera on YouTube is more centered than my camera for Twitch? I'll fix that. I don't know why I'm off center, but I am. Maybe we put this above his bed. Maybe we don't put this above his bed. What should we put over the bed, Ava? Can you get your big head out of the way? I can't see. I can't see. Maybe we do this. This is always my go-to because I don't know if you all can tell I have a thing for. To be fair, I didn't mute myself. Ava's fat butt did. To be fair. Can you do it again? No, she ain't gonna do it again. What are you looking at? She don't know. I'm not doing anything because I don't want to. I'm not doing anything because she's a chonker. Can I put you down now? Her little eyelashes crack me up. Then we go over to the futon. Mama man. Ooh, I wasn't ready for you to jump. She jumped towards the futon, but she wasn't close enough to make it for the jump that she did. She was about 2 inches short. My cats are so chunky. It's my own fault. It's my own fault. But all of my... Aries is like 10 pounds. But the girls... Ava's probably... I think she's 12. Isla is like 13 or 14. She's a biggin. She's a biggin. Arthas, I think, is probably 8 or 9. But all of my cats are pretty long, too. Except for Arthas. Arthas is a little baby. He's 3 years old and is still the smallest cat in the house. The only thing I don't like about decorating bedrooms in Sims is I never know what artwork to put on the wall. Like, this feels okay, but this feels a little more commercial, maybe. Also, what is that supposed to be in the middle? Is that supposed to be a cat? What is this? Just an abstract painting? Needs more black cats. That's always the answer. Needs more black cats. We also have this one. I just never know what pictures to use. There's this. I love this picture. I can make it smaller. Maybe this is Harold. Maybe this is Harold. She got me. She made me bleed. She scratched up over my tattoo. It's not the first cat scratch I have over my tattoo. Told y'all, she did not jump very well. She did not jump very well at all. This is my favorite swatch of this picture. I don't know what to put in here. I just don't like blank wall. World Donkey Day. How does one celebrate World Donkey Day? I'm curious. I would like to know. Isn't there like every day of the year is like a day? Waffles. Fair. I should have thought of that. That was fantastic. That was don't ellipse her. That was good. That was good. I'm proud of you on that one. All right. I'm an ass every day. All right? That's not hard. That's an easy accomplishment for me. Sarah's gonna say that to James later. She's gonna be like, "It's World Donkey Day," and he's gonna be like, "How do we celebrate?" And she's gonna say, "Waffles." You know, it's World Donkey. I don't know. Look, what is World Donkey Day? World Donkey Day, 2020, May 8th, 2025. World Donkey Day. It's an international holiday. We are honoring the hardworking and beloved donkey. The day was created in 1992 to recognize the many contributions made by donkeys around the world and to raise awareness for their welfare needs. There's a whole thing here about World Donkey Day. You guys can read that on your ad break that's coming up here in like 30 seconds. Yeah, we will be right back. I'm gonna throw Gartic up. The link is in chat if you want to play and you have ads. Absolutely feel free. You just type your answer in the chat like you normally would, even if your ads are on. Just click the link to play the game. So we'll be right back. Very nice. I am eating, so when we come back, my cameras will be off. Well, not immediately when we come back home, but shortly after. I haven't done the dang thing yet. Don't judge me. I've got to find it. I know exactly what one I want to use. I just haven't found it yet. I put a mirror in while we were gone. I just got to find it. Me either, actually. Probably just right. It'll probably just be right. Although, that could be right, you know? Are you a fisher? I don't like there's a picture of some random person here. Okay, they don't all have a random person, but Sims team, stop doing that shit. Alright? Just please. What's everybody having for lunch today? I'm having tuna. Imagine. Tuna. I actually am not a huge fan of tuna. It's not terrible, but I'm not, like, excited for it. What, Arthas? No, you all are only in here because you smell my lunch. Get out of here. I opened the little refrigerator to, like, get my lunch out, and magically every cat in the house appeared in my room. Well, I'm just gonna, you can redeem as many as you want. I'll take it. If you want to redeem 15 of them, I'll refund them at some point if I have to. I'm gonna copy that so I have a reference to it. You ain't seen the nothing yet. Here, we'll put that here. There. It's in my to-do thing. So I don't forget. I can't say that, like, I've watched those movies. I've seen, like, bits and pieces of them. But, again, Memers was very much in control of the TV. And we were not allowed to watch certain things. Yeah. See, Adam Sandler doesn't bother me. He's fine. I don't like Will Ferrell. And I know, like, a lot of people are like, sacrilege, Will Ferrell is a national treasure. I just don't find his humor funny. Maybe we put these in here. Maybe they like art. I don't think there's any Will Ferrell that I've watched. And, like, I liked Tom Hanks. I'm not mad at Tom Hanks. He's a great actor. However, my friend watched Forrest Gump so many times. I kid you not, in one day she watched that movie like 13 fucking times. That is not an exaggeration. From the time she woke up until the time she passed out on the couch watching that movie. So, like, I can't watch that movie anymore. And now every time I see Tom Hanks in a movie, I get Forrest Gump flashbacks. And I'm like, I don't know if I can watch it, man. I can't say that I've seen a lot of things with Mario Lopez. I know he was, you know, a big star in, like, the 90s and early 2000s, but, like, he was never on my radar even then. Probably because Memers was in charge of the TV. Probably why. I think I'm just going to leave this wall blank. I did put this in here because I felt like it was appropriate. I think because in Saved by the Bell, him and Zach were both, like, a little misogynistic little shitheads. But most boys in high school are little misogynistic shitheads. Most are. Let's be honest. So, like, I just, you know, we were allowed to watch Saved by the Bell. So that's when I watched. I don't know why we were allowed to watch. We were allowed to watch Saved by the Bell until that one episode. And I distinctly remember the episode because my grandma flipped out when she saw the subject matter. Where the one with the curly hair, I can't remember her name. I can see her face so clearly. She was taking caffeine medicine, but also like something out, like sleeping medicine or something. Yeah, the chick from Showgirls. You know who I'm talking about. And so like she was freaking out in there, and she was like, I don't know what to do. And they made it seem like she was like strung out on meth or something, which was not the case. But like they over exaggerated what it was to be like on caffeine medicine. And my grandma was like, we're not watching shows about drugs. My grandma did not sound like that. She was not a smoker. But like, why do I think her name is Elizabeth? I could be 100% wrong. What is her name? Give me the cast. Oh, it is. It's Elizabeth Berkley. I was right. Yes, that's who I was thinking of. You guys did not just see my little mini celebration, but you know. Yeah, her character name is Jessie, but her actual name is Elizabeth. But yeah, Jessie from, there was that episode where she was air quotes strung out on caffeine pills, and that was not in the allowed. Those were not allowed. That was not allowed to happen. All right. What do I want this? Well, they've updated the bathroom a little bit. Let's use like this. Heaven must be missing an angel. Toilet. I'm not gonna lie to you guys, I don't feel great today. My tummy is upset. It's been upset since last night. I'm pushing through, but I'm not having a great time. I think we're gonna do a washer and dryer in here. I've had like 4 bites of my lunch, and I'm like, I'm not interested anymore, because it's making my tummy upset. We're gonna have a good lunch. I will. If I need to stop, I will. Part of it is because I decided I was going to play festival mode in Fortnite this morning before stream, because it started, like I said, it started last night. I don't know what I had last night. We had bratwurst last night, and I think the casing on the bratwurst just doesn't sit well, because that's the only thing I can think of. But yeah. It's just not, I'm not feeling super duper great. I'm in a great mood. Please, like, I'm in a fantastic mood. My tummy is rolling. Like, this is like I've eaten half of my lunch and I'm just done. But then my dumbass this morning was like, ooh, I'm going to play some festival in Fortnite because I hate this season. I hate it. From the bottom of my tippy toes. And after I do that, because the thing is scrolling towards you, I get that thing where like when I look at something, it almost looks 3D because like I feel like it's moving, so it takes me a few minutes to but I do like playing. I like it, all right? Ooh, fancy. Yeah, I have to ask, and I'm gonna you don't have to answer if you don't want to, Amari. Were you able to hit your goals there for your sponsorship? Is that like done, or can you still like people still sign up for that? Because I have no qualms with you sharing your stuff and like the general chat in my Discord. So for people who may not be aware that you were doing that. So if people can still sign up and help you out with that, you can absolutely share your link in my Discord. I'm absolutely okay with that. And that goes for anybody. Like if you're doing a sponsored post through Stream Elements or whatever, and you need a little bit of an assist, feel free to throw it in general chat in my Discord, and people, if they see it, I'm cool with you guys doing that. I don't necessarily want it in my Twitch chat, but in Discord, that's fine. I might just do I don't know. We'll be fine. But yeah, if you want to throw it up in there, if anybody wants to help, you just have to download it on your phone. I know it says you have to play for 15 minutes, but you got credit as soon as I signed up for the account. I didn't even play it for 15 minutes. I did to make sure that you got your stuff, But like as soon as I signed up, it was like, it's Quip Hay has played for 15 minutes. And I was like, but I didn't though. So it doesn't take long. I AFK'd in the shower while I had a little thing open. But if you play Fortnite and you like the creative maps, she's doing a sponsorship with Stream Elements for Roblox. And I just got into the creative map's a creative map to me. It's just different. The graphics are different. So 15 minutes on your phone, you download it. You can delete the app right afterwards. It is no longer on my phone. She gets her credit. I didn't. I played some restaurant simulator game. Listen, I worked restaurant for so long. I don't know why my go-to simulation game in any Fortnite, it's the cupcake simulator game. It's not even got cupcakes in it. Don't ask. Her sponsorship, it was a restaurant simulator game. I love restaurant simulator games. I will never work in a restaurant again. I'm tired of restaurant work, but I will play the simulator game. It does have to be, I'm pretty sure she said it does have to be a new account. I had never had a Roblox account before, but now I do. I'm going to crash a stream and play Dress to Impress. I'm just going to show up and be like, let me in. So, I am going to put a laundry basket somewhere in here, probably in this corner, because I'm going to put a washer and dryer right here. So again, if you don't want a washer and dryer in your house, feel free to delete it, you know? I have hiccups. That's fair. I feel like once you start streaming, you have all sorts of emails. I took my business email account out of my thing. I want to do some fundraising streams. I do. Right now is not the time for me. So, and again, if you see something in the Discord and you're like, I don't want to participate, you don't have to. You can ignore that, right? She's like, I got this. We're good. But as a smaller streamer who wants to help support, hello Magic, how are you? Support other smaller streamers. If you are doing a sponsorship like that, feel free to post it in general. I'm not gonna at everyone about it, but you can post it there. I want like this. Happens when it's raining. I'm gonna change the color of my countertops to this ugly brown because yes. I want a medicine cabinet. No, absolutely. I appreciate you hanging out. Anybody who pops in, even if you're lurking, do not come out of a lurk to be like, I'm lurking. Don't ever feel obligated to say anything in here. But I just appreciate people showing up because, like, you don't have to be here. How many people are streaming on Twitch right now? And you chose to hang out with me, and that's incredible. You could be anywhere else in the world, and yet you're listening to my scratchy ass annoying voice. I can't be mad at it. I can't be mad at it. This right. Why is this one so low? I want this one. This looks like a cabinet that would have the little slap for like old razor blades. I am not the best. Alright. I'm a hot mess. I acknowledge this freely. This looks like one of those that would have that in it. We used to have one of those growing up. That's fair. We used to have one of those in the bathroom growing up, one of my old houses, and I always thought it was so cool to have a little slot that like you could stick things in. I had no concept. All right, I had no concept of where that little slot went. It was just a magic little slot that went nowhere, and you could shove things into it. All right, and so I would randomly shove things down the little razor blade slot, and then one day, my brother pissed me off, and he had money on his dresser. It was like $120 on his dresser, and I slipped it into that little slot because he pissed me off. I sure the fuck did, and my mom was like, where did it go? She was like, I'm so serious. Where did that money go? And I was like, in the razor blade slot. Like, what do you mean? And she was like, be sober. And she was like, there's no way to get that back. And I was like, well, you shouldn't have pissed me off. They ended up taking the mirror off and having to like, cause it just sits in between your walls. Like it literally just falls in between your walls, and put a big old hole in my closet to get the money back. And I'd do it again. I would 100% do it again. He made me so mad. I can't even remember why he made me mad. I just know he made me so mad. And I just put his money in the razor blade slot. You know? Listen. I'm a lot of things, and petty is 100% one of them. All right? If you... Yeah, I think that's what this is. Like, but we had, like, when you would open the mirror, and there were shelves, but in between, like, the bottom shelf and the next shelf up, there was a little slot. I stuck all sorts of shit down there. If they couldn't find something, it was probably shoved down that slot, because I was petty as hell. You made me mad... You don't need that item anymore. It is going in the slot. Yeah, it was just this little boop. Part of me wishes... I wonder if a DS game, you know, Nintendo DS, the little cartridge, I wonder if one of those would fit. Because now I'm like, the possibilities are endless. If I still lived with Ian and we had the little razor blade slot, because Ian is my actual little brother, that's where all of his games would have gone. Right in there. That's older sibling shit. Don't mind me. Don't mind me. I'm plotting against my little brother in a scenario that'll never happen because A, I'm never going to live with him again, and B, they don't have a razor blade slot in their bathroom. You know? That's so funny. That's so funny. Isn't it funny how, like, you look back at stuff you did as a kid and you're like, man, I was a fucking menace. I was actually the problem. And, like, it's funny now, but back then it was not funny at all. Ooh, I shouldn't have eaten that bite. I was like, maybe I'm still hungry. I don't think I was so hungry. I had to spit it out. I was the problem in my family. 100% I was the problem. But, like, my older brother is 5 years older than me, right? And so, at 14, you're like, I'm big. I can do what I want. You know, like, what? My older brother was also a problem child. I learned how to be the problem from him. But, you know, he was, like, 19 years old, so he could go out in the car and come home late and go where he, you know, like he was grown. He was allowed to do those things. And I was so jealous of him. I would ask to go with him every single time he left. It didn't matter what time it was. It didn't matter where he was going. It didn't matter who he was hanging out with. I would ask every time. He would let me go occasionally. And that's when the problems began, because my brother was a menace to society. He did things he had no business doing, alright? But we all do at that age. We all do some fuck shit. And I did some fuck shit. You know? But, like, if he would tell me no, I would find something of his that he liked, and I'd be like, that's where my kid got it from. Well, I'd tell her no, she cut the leg off my pants. He would tell me no, and I'd put his money down the razor blade slot in the bathroom. You know? It just runs in the family, I guess. Like, my oldest... I'm trying to think. Like, my oldest sibling, I actually don't know exactly how old she is. I think she was born in the late 70s. I want to say she is, like, 10-ish years older than me. Maybe she's 8 years older than me, because I think she's only, like, 3 years older than my older brother. And then there was me. So there's, like, 8 years older than me, 5 years older than me, and then my younger sister is, like, 18 months younger than me. And then there's Ian, who is, to be real, I don't know how old he is. I stopped counting how old he was when he was legal to drink. But he is at least 10 years younger than me. Yeah. Like, okay, so he's 9 years younger than me. So like the age dynamic between he and I is, and I was the only one that like stayed home. My older sister moved out, you know, got married, had kids, did her thing. Older brother joined the military, moved out, got married, did his thing. I was at home. And then I moved out, but I got my kiddo and I had to move back home for a little bit because kids are fucking pricey. And my little sister moved out when she was like 12. She went to go live with her dad and never moved back. So like I was grown and he was not. And we did not act like I was grown. We were fighting. We fist fought each other several times. And he always got in trouble. I don't know why. Like I would start it. I would even tell them. Like his dad would come in the room and be like, you need to quit hitting your sister. And I'm like, I started it. And he'd be like, that's not the point. And I'm like, I'm the adult in this situation and I started it and you're yelling at him. Absolutely. I mean, you enjoy your life. I hope all your stuff gets done. Like we have a decent relationship now, right? So it is what it is, but we were hostile to each other for a long time. Yeah, I got my kiddo when she was 4 and I was 20. So like I would have been like 16 if I had her. And it's a different, yeah, now everybody bullies him, which is fine. You guys can bully him, but if it gets out of hand and I have to step in, we've gone too far. So just don't let me have to step in. If I have to be like, guys, it's getting to be too much. You hurt his feelings. You made him cry. I would let you guys know just to embarrass him a little more, but I would also politely ask you all to stop. But he's fine with it. I don't think it's gotten out of hand. I think we're okay. I encourage it lovingly. But to be fair, like, I could be bullied by y'all. And I would just be like, all right, fair. I do get bullied by y'all. What do I mean I could be? Y'all bully me too. Do I have any examples offhand? No, but I could find some. That's fair. Like, it's family dynamics are always interesting. Like, my older sister, none of us talked to her. She disappeared off the face of the earth. She decided she was gonna go do her own thing and did. My older brother and I are close. Like, I live 8-minute walk from his house. So my younger sister and I, not super close. We do talk to each other. Like, it's very much a sibling relationship. We will randomly reach out and be like, you still alive? Cool. Happy holidays. Happy birthday. We'll tell the kid happy birthday. Like, it's that kind of relationship between me and my younger sister. And it's kind of the same between Ian and I, but now that he started streaming and I can send people to harass him for me, it's more fun. Now that I can be like, hey guys, that's actually my little brother. If you want to go be mean to him, call him a butt face, feel free. You know? That's fair. No, that's fair. I can't, like, my older sister, just I don't want to say very different upbringing or very different person. She is very self-sufficient, does not like to ask for help, does not maintain any sort of relationship with anybody. Like I said, when my grandma passed, she didn't even, like, she I think she sent my mom a card and called, and that was it. Like, yeah, she's never been super familial. Like, she's just, once she got out of the house, she was gone. And I was like, all right then. You know, it is what it is. If that's how you want to live it up. I'm not eating the rest of this tuna. Oh, sure, I'll save. I haven't done that yet. I mean, but to be fair, I was the same way. I moved out. No, I went back and visited every year. And when my older brother moved out, I went to visit him every year. Because he was the only one not living at home. My younger sister, she didn't have kids or was married. I was at her wedding and stuff. But we're just not super close anymore. And that happens. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. I think this house is done. Minus, like, clutter. And outside. So what I'm going to do is save this. I'm going to upload this version right here. And we're going to call it our Happy Hippie Hovel. V1. So you guys can grab it off of the gallery if you want your Sims to do the upgrading to the microwave, the refrigerator, and the stove. If you want to add your own little clutter and details, if you want to do the landscaping, this will be up. It is not for a couple. Well, it could be for a couple. Our happy, and I'm going to hashtag hippie hovel. Oh, Lord. What lot is this on? Streamlet single. Okay. In Willow Creek. On the Streamlet single lot. I always hashtag things like that, so like you guys can find them a little easier on the gallery. And you know where I have it. Most of the time I don't change the name of the lot. This one I will because it's specifically for a happy hippie hovel. I don't know that like that's fair, and I get that because like my mom, none of us have the same dad, not a single one of us, and it is what it is. But I don't think any of us like we bonded over the fact that none of us had the same dad. Like it's very like it's like the exact opposite of that situation. So like my youngest brother's dad, I don't think like we all like there's issues there. It is what it is. But like he had that. That's his son. That's his child. That's his baby. But like I was grown and didn't care, you know? But we all poke fun at the fact we all have different dads. So yeah, it was the exact opposite. It was a bonding experience for us. Like I was born in me and my younger sister were born in Indiana, so we're Hoosiers. And she would always say to me, "Who's your daddy?" Because I know who mine is. Because I don't know who mine is. Like that's the kind of shit we said to each other all the time, and we said it right in front of my mom. We did not care. like that's what we do. Oh man. Looking back at it, it's so funny. My mom was probably like, these fucking kids. Appliances need to be restored. No landscaping. Turn off caps lock. Oh goodness, my nose. Yeah, like, listen, it is what it is. But now I used to watch Married with Children. Listen, my grandma controlled the TV, but what she didn't know is I figured we had in our bedroom. I was like, oh, fantastic! My lipstick is. We had one of those little old box TVs with the dial you had to get up and spin. This was what was in my bedroom, and we got it. I don't remember why we had it in our room. I don't remember. But it was in like this little slidey dresser thing, like on the bottom. And when I wanted to watch something I shouldn't be watching, I would take it and I would put it in my closet. And I would build up a little bed thing in the closet. And I would sit in the bottom of my closet late at night. Grandma would think I was asleep because she couldn't hear the TV on because she was right down the hallway from me. And I would watch Married with Children and Roseanne and all of those shows that were on like Channel 19, Fox, whatever it was. So I could, I did watch them. I wasn't supposed to. But yeah, I would just hide in my closet, watch the TV. The only person who ever knew, like, my younger sister and I shared a room. So like, she would know where I was, where I was and what I was doing. Because I started doing it like throughout the day too. I'd be like, I'm going to go to the room. And she would be like, what are you watching? I'm like, I don't know. I gotta see what's on TV. So, like, she would come in to see what I was watching. And if she wanted to watch it, we would both sit in the closet. And we would hear our door open and, like, our parents looking for us and not seeing us in there. So they're like, oh, I guess they went outside. Oh, I guess they're at a friend's house. You know, like, we were just hiding in the closet watching TV. It is what it is. No landscaping done yet. Is there anything else you guys we need to put in here? Ready to be cluttered. There you guys go. This one, V1 is up. This is our Happy Hippie hovel. We will upload the finished one after everything is upgraded as well. What is disallowed? Is it the word hippie? Can I place this with a 1? Will it let me do it now? Nope. Okay, not the word hippie. What is the word in here that's disallowed? It's not the word hippie. The kitchen clutter kit is fantastic. I have no idea. Do we think it's hovel? Let's... House. Nope. Okay. No, because they named a lot hovel. Oh, it's in the... You gonna let me delete? House V1. Nope. Okay. Happy. We'll do... Maybe we do hipster. Maybe hippie is not allowed. Hovel. V1. It might be the V1. What if we just do 1? What? What? It's the V. It was the V1. It was the V. Somebody make that make sense. That was a really loud clap. I'm so sorry. I didn't expect it to be quite so aggressive. That makes 0 sense to me. My gassed are flabbered. That's wild. That's wild. V1. There's gotta be a reason, right? Because I didn't do a Roman numeral, right? It wasn't VI. Absolutely. You have a fantastic rest of your day. Be safe. Drive safe. So it's not the Roman numeral 6 that was the problem. It was literally V1. Oh, I didn't finish all of this. You guys will find it, though. If you're here, you'll find it. I'll put the other hashtags on it later. It's, you know, Quiz World and all that stuff. Alright, I did forget a curtain over here. My nose is driving me crazy. Fantastic. It just doesn't make sense. Or, like, when you upload, you, like, give a sim a makeover. This is my favorite. I can't remember which sim it was. It was a townie sim. I had given a makeover to, did not change anything about the description, did not change anything about their name, nothing. And I went to upload it, and there was something about it that it wasn't allowed. And I'm just like, this is literally your sim. This is literally your name. It's literally your description. What do you mean? I changed nothing but the clothes. I don't know. I don't get it. All right. Let's get a little curtain here. Thing is, I mean, I guess that's not the right curtain. Oh. It's going to be this one from Cats and Dogs that matches. I'm just going to make it a lower curtain like that, so you still get some light in. Some people aren't going to like that. That's fine. Alright, let's get some cluttering done. I'm going to get rid of all of the overhead lights and make it nighttime, so we can see what the lighting is actually going to look like in here. I'm so baffled. Oh, the afternoon, evening light coming in through that window is nice. It's pretty. I do like looking at the lighting. I'm not gonna lie. This house is very dark. Alright. Nighttime. Living room. This is actually kind of nice in the living room. It's kind of cozy. I like it. I do have to lower down these with Tool. So if you are doing the original, just ignore this. We're gonna bring these down 0.04. We'll see if 0.05 was the answer. Of course it was. 0.05 is always the answer because when in doubt, 0.05 it out. All right. What kind of, let's do our ceilings. We could do, I don't want to do parquet, right? Maybe this way. This, oh. Buy tile, I guess. I want to see what that looks like. It is all very, like, wood, you know? That's just wood. We could do popcorn ceilings with the carpet here in white. So that's an option. Or this one also has a popcorn ceiling. I think I like the way this looks for a popcorn ceiling better. This was the first option. I'm looking through all of our options. I don't think this will work. I think it's too textured. This could work if we wanted to do a white ceiling. We could also, I don't think the parquet ceiling is going to work. I do also like this for like a tin roof kind of ceiling. I do it a lot in commercial builds, but it might actually work in this build. It might. What do we think? Let's be for real. Be honest. Do we like this? This is another one I use for commercial builds. So we have that option. I'm going to put our options up on here so we can see them kind of all together. Our popcorn ceiling option, I'm going to come back here and put it here. I'm going into tab mode. I'm getting out of the bathroom. Those are our ceiling options. Do we have a preference? One being the brownie squares, goldy brown squares. 2 being the wood floor, and 3 being the popcorn ceiling. I kind of like the squares. But I also like the popcorn ceiling. I don't think I like the wood. I don't know. I'm getting out of tab mode. I'm getting at, hello, thank you. I'm like, lordy. I think the squares are the answer. And I'm putting them throughout. We might do the popcorn ceiling in the basement. Or in the basement. In the bathroom. We might do popcorn ceiling in the bathroom. Yeah. I'm not in tab mode. I just don't know how to... Hello? Can I not go forward anymore? I hate this game sometimes. By sometimes, I mean all the time. We'll do popcorn ceiling in the bathroom. Alright, let's find our lighting. Again. This I like. I think I'm going to do one more plant kind of back here or something. Let's look at our lighting. We might do a lamp back here. Something like this. Or this. Don't love it. I'm really looking here. I like the lighting in here. I think that this is very don't turn on the big lights lighting appropriate. think I'm just gonna leave it like this. Maybe we put a candle on the table. Like, see, that makes it real bright. Just that one candle really brightens up the space, you know? This sounds like the beginning of the Home Depot song. I know it's not, but it does sound like the beginning of the Home Depot song. It's something like this. We'll do something like that. I think that's good. I like this. Let me come into the kitchen. Let's do... I kind of want to use these wicker ones from Eco Lifestyle because, again, it is kind of dim, and I kind of like it. I don't want it to have, like, the worst lighting, right? I don't want it to have terrible, shitty lighting. But I also kind of do want it to have terrible, shitty lighting. This would also work in here, actually. Although that might be a little, excuse me, a little low. It feels a little low. Okay, this is a curtain winner. There's another one I want to try. It is also from, I'm pretty sure it's also from High School Years. This one. That's something we haven't done for a while, combining lighting fixtures. I used to do it a lot. I know I can change the tone of the light. I kind of like this one. And I think we're going to do a more of a yellow light for all of the lights. We're going to do like this right here. A little warmer light. All lights. This light. Thank you. And then we can do some under cabinet lighting. But I don't want to use the one from High School Years. I want it to look like, again, a little old and dated. We have these that I think I'm going to use. And I'm going to tuck them up here. I don't know if you guys remember 90s or whatever when this kind of thing becomes super popular. These are like the lights that you used. These ugly old lights. And it only lit up the countertops. That's all it was for. And you would like turn your big light off and leave these lights on overnight. Yeah. Oh, we should have a range hood. Should we have a range hood? I'm not getting rid of it. I'm just going to set it there while I see. Don't love that. The one that I like is this one. But I also really, the one I really wish that they would use more. That like what this one right here, because it has a light built in. I wish this one was not an island counter light. I wish this one was like an over the stove light, like this one is. All right, we'll do that. Kitchen. Nope, we're not working on kitchen clutter yet. In here, over our stove. This ain't a stove. Yeah, it's just like a little tube light. All right, let's find, like, these might be okay over here when you first walk in. They come in a darker wood, so they, like, blend in. It does add a little more light to the living room. So we could do like this. I'm going to put one away so we can see. This is too modern. Which is crazy because it's not modern, but it is modern. I like these. I just feel like they're maybe a little too big. I like these better than these. So this is how I determine light fixtures in a house. If you were ever curious how I decide on things, this is it. Like, which one of these do I like better? That's the one I'm going with. Don't like that. I do love this light. Just not for this space. We could maybe do something like this. I do like that better. It kind of gives, and I don't mean this in like It gives slight steampunk. Slight. The hint. There's a hint of steampunk there. And I like that. There's these. I don't want that. That is so big. Why is that so big? I still like Batu better. I promise you guys, I do not try to include Journey to Batu in every build. I promise you I don't. I just can't help it that it has the best lighting in the game. Alright? Journey to Batu, hands down, my favorite lights in the entire game. And I know not everyone has Journey to Batu. I do genuinely and truly love Build Buy from Journey to Batu. I do. And so many people are like, it's such a terrible pack. If for gameplay, you are correct. But for building, it's beautiful. One of the best archways for medium wall height, Journey to Batu. Some of the best landscaping rocks, Journey to Batu. Lighting, hands down, Journey to Batu. Alright? This is also so big. But this is also a really cute light. But not what I want. I think we're going with Journey to Batu. I am trying to find something else I like better. Unfortunately, it doesn't seem to exist. This might give the same vibes. It's from Life and Death. So if you don't have Journey to Batu, may I present you an option. Is it an option I'm going to use? It is not. But it is an option. If you don't have Journey to Batu and you do have Life and Death, they are a very similar vibe. I love it. I love Batu. It's so good. Slept on pack, man. Look at that. Beautiful. They aren't... This. Oh. I was like, it looks bigger. I did not use tool on either of them, though. Why does this one look bigger than this one? I need a shelf. I need to set my counters back up for 100 babies. I can set up a Batu counter. It's just a good pack, okay? If there is not a single Journey to Batu lover left, I'm dead. Alright? Just know that. If somebody starts slandering it and you don't see me pop up to be like, actually, I no longer exist. Picasso. Alright. I do. Somebody's gonna be like, oh, they were trolling you, telling you love it too. Joke's on you, good person. That's not a troll, it's true. It is actually factually correct. I'm gonna do a lighter color here. And then we need to put on our clutter and stuff. But again, we're not there yet. We gotta light up our dining room. And maybe this is where I use this. Slowly but surely, the lighting is coming together. I could indeed theoretically use some more Journey to Batu. I won't. I'm just saying, tell me that this light over this table doesn't look fantastic. I'll wait, because you can't. You can't tell me that doesn't look good. It is good. You are 100% correct, Luki. I am doing well. How did your build come along? Were you able to finish it? This one also looks fantastic. You know what that means. We're building a chandelier. But they don't even touch. Oh my goodness. Oh, that's so good. And this one we have to size down quite a bit. But like... Oh no, I just need you to layer just a little better. But I need you to be a little larger than that. What about you? What if we put this... I can't see. I'm doing this from above. If we put this here. Hold on. Light combo. It's not the best. It's not the best. I need something that I can set like right here. And I would like it to be from the same catalog. That's good. I think what we're going to do with this is just move them over. So like this. Nice. No, you should. That's our light. That's our light for the dining room. We can change the color. Maybe it's a little... Maybe it's like this. And then this one also has like kind of the goldy bronzy color. And then all of our lights kind of have like this goldy bronze color on them. Do you come in like a goldy bronze? No. That is the closest we're going to get to goldy bronze with that one. I just like it. I just like it. I like what I like. I cannot offer you alternatives to this one. This, life and death. This, spend the $5. I have put up the initial draft of this house. So it is available on the gallery right now. This one will also go up. It'll just be 2. Oh, thank you. And my mods are fantastic. You are correct. I have the best mods. Period. Y'all can argue, but you're wrong. We'll put that there. I think in here I'm going to do a wall hanging light. Right there. I personally like this one in the bathroom. It dates it a little bit. We also have, for your consideration, this one. We have this one. And then we have my personal favorite that I don't use because it sits funny, this one. This is like every bathroom light ever. But if you have a mirror like the one that I have, I point to my screen. Y'all can't see me. I've been muted this whole time. This whole time. We have this command. I do have a mob love command. I also have a SAR love command. I have other commands for... I'm also already getting spoilers, and I'm ready for next season.
Thank you for being
because this season sucks balls. That's Jess's. It's kind of beige. It's grayish. Yeah, I'm ready for next season. It's gotta be better. It's gotta be better. It's gotta be better. Chaos and frog butts, baby.
Went to the fridge to get a snack and,
It's you.
It's me!
Jessica.
Jessica!
You're in there.
I'm in here!
I think we're gonna do that. I think I'm going with the first light. I have blown out this room with lighting. I think I'm gonna turn this light. That's not what I wanted. I think I'm gonna turn this light down just a little bit. We're gonna dim it. I still want it, but it's like blowing out the walls, you know? So we'll do a 70%. And we'll do all lights again. We're gonna do this warm yellow. No, you're good. There's no way Sarah has ever typed in the wrong chat. She never has more than one tab open. She is she only mods for me. She doesn't mod for anybody else. This is all bullshit, by the way. I just want you all to know that. She's everywhere at once. Pull that over a little bit. Put this little guy here. And then don't ellipse me. There is from Spade. I'm pretty sure. Let me just organize by Spade. Because this I can never find. I can never find it. This is a towel. And I want to put it here. So what I'm going to do is raise it up to where I want it. I am going to have to use tool for this. Because you see how it like clips to the side of the wall. And then we're going to use the tool mod. Cancel. Oh man, I hate when it does this. I want it right here. It needs to be lower. Here we go. I think it's actually on there where I want it. I think that might actually be okay. I think it's actually... Oh my... We just had ads! We just had ads. Welcome back. You're back in time for ads. The problem is I now have this and I don't know how to get rid of it. I don't know how I did that. I feel like it's been less than an hour. Well, I'm gonna save. We're gonna throw in some Gartic, and we'll be right back. I need you guys to know. I promise you, when I'm hearing this, I hear wrapped up like a douche, not revved up like a deuce. They're saying revved up like a deuce, but it sounds like wrapped up like a douche. I literally looked up the lyrics because I was like, there's no fucking way they're saying wrapped up like a douche. They're not. They're saying revved up like a deuce. Another runner in the night. Oh, goodness. I don't know how to get rid of this. I did this with Tool. If somebody knows how to fix this, let me know. I did put another towel here in case we have 2 Sims that live here. So they are attached to the wall. I got the lighting done in here. We're working on the lighting in here. I get the feeling I'm going to have to do an overhead light in here. I am going to do a ceiling fan. Was it the, we are the youth of the nation? Was it that one? Mamma mia. No, I don't want a broken lot. If I save and go to manage worlds, will it still be there? I don't want the line of death. I don't want a broken lot. I'm not changing it. Well, it's still there, so bullshit. You know, that's how I feel about that. All right, let's get our ceiling fan in here. You know what? You know what, game? Hello? The fact that these are an option, I tooled too hard. I feel like I'm gonna use these in these damn windows. These are from Snowy Escape. I have never seen these before. I can't put them in these windows because they're too tall. But like, that's fantastic. I may have found a new favorite blind. Beautiful. All right, what else can we do with these? There's a darker brown, black. Oh, they have little designs on them. I'm going with this brown. It blends. It works. Maybe after I close the game and reopen it. I don't know. I've never seen these before. I'm looking for, like, you know, a ceiling fan. I don't have a ceiling fan in any of my... Well, I have fandeliers that we've installed. I have one in here. He has one in his office, upstairs and downstairs. We're going to get one for the dining room. A lot of people don't like fandeliers. I think you're tripping. They put out nice airflow. I don't want to. Well, hopefully it won't do that to yours. Will it do that if I upload it to the gallery and somebody downloads it? Will it still be there? I'm offended that it waited until this point in the build to do that. If we're being honest. Fandeliers. That's what they're called. A fandelier. I don't know why they're called fandeliers. But I have 3 in my house and we're about to get a 4th. Okay, as long as it doesn't show up for other people, I'm okay with that. I put a lot of work into this little lot here. For it to ruin it for other people. I think our lighting is done now. Our lighting is done. Our ceiling is done. I have a ceiling fan in my dining room, but it does this because it is also on all the time. But we're gonna try and replace it with a fandelier. The one in Mr. Quibb's downstairs office is pretty big. I have a small one up here. I love my streaming room. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. This is like my favorite place to be in my house, other than my bedroom. But he has one in his. His is really bright. Mine has like the Thomas Edison bulbs or the Edison bulbs. It's a little more industrial. I like it. It's not on right now because I have the windows open, and with it on, it's too cold in here. But normally that is on and another fan is on. I don't know. I just know that this was called a chandelier. I think it's because the fan is underneath the lights as opposed to over top of the lights. Like when I come in here, I have to turn my fan on and let it run for a minute before I turn my lights on. Because if I don't, it has a weird shadow for like the first 30 seconds. And like it does that little weird flashy shadowy thing. And I'm like, I can't deal with that. It bothers me. It could potentially induce seizures if you are seizure prone. But I'm not. I just don't like the way it looks. But that's the only thing I can think of. Because every one we have that has been labeled chandelier has the fan underneath the lights. That's the only thing I can think of. Alright. I really like this house, y'all. I really like this house. I'm really sad that it broke. But I really like this house. Alright. Let's look at our living room. What can we put in here? What do we need? If anything, I think I'm going to get into debug. And live edit. And I'm going to find a remote. Not a remoter, just a remote. There you go. Yeah, they are pretty small. The blades, but they're pretty powerful. The ones we have are pretty powerful. Alright. I'm looking for... That's not what I want. Reote. This one? This is the one I want. We need this on the thing. This isn't debug. This is not CC. You can indeed find that in your game. So we have that. And then I just want like some magazines on the table. Some table magazines. I do have debug on, which is why it like... Maybe we do these. Size it down. Isn't there another, like, maybe it's a book stack. I thought it was... Let me turn off debug, because I know this one is not in debug. Clutter. It's got, like, they're, like, kind of fanned out a little bit. Not a lot. It just looks like a messier stack, and that's what I'm looking for. A messier stack. Can I... It's my favorite, that's my favorite way to start a sentence. Can I... I think that's too high. It is. Yeah, like somebody got up in the middle of their book, had to go grab a drink, a beveragino, whatever the case may be. See what kind of book they were reading here. All About Grilled Cheese, maybe? The Grilled Cheese Chronicles? I think we're going to do Grilled Cheese Chronicles. This was not what I was looking for, by the way. It is just a thing that I'm putting there now. But yeah, it's like a magazine stack. I thought it was from a Dream Home Decorator, but I could be 100% incorrect. I'm trying to think, is it Dream Home Decorator? It's just a stack of magazines. Is it just miscellaneous? They're nice. They're nice. They're nice. I have, like I said, I have 3. We're looking for a 4th. And like the output is like pretty good. When I do a little workout like 3 to 5 times a week up here, depending on how I'm feeling. I didn't do one at all last week because I couldn't breathe. But when I'm up here, in between, because the lady I does 30 seconds to a minute of like movement, and then she does 30 seconds like walk in place. So I just stand, because mine is in the middle of the room over here. I just stand underneath that while I do my little walk in place so I can get cooled off a little bit. I appreciate it. It's real nice. I don't have a bookshelf in this house. Maybe we can put a bookshelf in the hallway. I know you don't need a bookshelf, but like for Sims, for skill building, we have a TV. You can watch some TV channels, but we don't have any like real skill building items in this house. So I might have to throw a few of those. Maybe we do a knit basket. I can put an easel outside. Easels are just an easy way for skill building and making money. Maybe we do a little workshop outside instead of an easel. Easels are just an easy go-to for me. This needs to go here. Yeah, okay. I don't think I want to change the color on that. Maybe I do. Maybe I do. Indubitably. Okay. Hello, K-Rid. How are you? Where are these magazine things I'm looking for? Somebody has to know what I'm talking about. I just don't know what pack they're from. They're not debug. I'm going real slow now to see if I can find. I know I want this for over here, so we'll grab that. We now have just so much stuff. Oh, I'm using this. For show. Oh, these are what I'm looking for. Have her, I don't know, have her count to 30. I don't know how can she count to 30? That's a good time to start. Have her do her ABCs. Because ABCs should take at least 20 seconds. And then she can be learning something while she's waiting for ads. You know? Have her start learning the colors of the rainbow. How to spell her name. Make a little song for her name. So she knows how to spell her name. That's what I used to do when we had little commercial breaks with the kid and she wasn't interested and she just wanted her show back on. Well, have her start naming her favorite things in the room. Find everything in the room that's blue. And, you know, it might take longer than 30 seconds. Find everything in the room that's yellow. Show me everything in the room that's pink. You know, just little stuff like that. Helps her associate colors with the stuff. You can help. It distracts her. She's learning stuff. It's, you know. She's still little enough that those kinds of things are fun. They get older and then they don't want to do it anymore. There we go. Living room. I think we're good clutter-wise. I think the living room is good. I do want to put something in this corner just because I feel like this house would be like cozy cluttered, not chaotically cluttered in a way where everything is like, you know, overwhelming. But like, I do think cozy clutter, lots of plants. We might be able to fit a little bookshelf there. Let's see. Let's find out together. Probably not. Like something like this could fit there. I don't know if a sim could get to that though. I mean, in theory they could get to that. I know, right? Right?
I don't know what we're yelling about!
But I wanted to join in. That's my yell. That's what you get from me. Too big. There's not a lot of really thin bookshelves in this game. This one might be too big even. Do we think a sim can get to that? I mean, they only need a quarter, you know. They only need this much space. Exactly. We're just yelling. It's a yellow clock here at the It's Quiv Hey channel. Everybody just get it out of your system. Yell it up. That's fine. Just don't be mean. I love you, Sar. I looked at that game because it was mentioned as a game we could all play together. I just don't know that I'm not good at like strategically doing things like that. Like Ark. Yeah, like games like Ark, I'm not good at. Like I like resource management. Yeah. I know you did. I like resource management, but I like Stardew Valley resource management. I don't like survival resource management because I'll die. So, I think this is like I'm willing to give it a try, but I can't promise I would like it. Yeah, it was we were all looking for games that we could play together, like because so many games are 4-person games. They don't ever think about if you have a group of 5, you know, heaven forbid you have more than 4 friends that want to play games together. So we were all looking at games we could play together. And Amaryllis brought up Don't Die Together, and I was, or Don't Starve Together, and I was like, that looks, like, I didn't say anything, but I was like, that looks rough. That looks like a game that's gonna get me dead. That's how we landed on Pico Park for now. But we're going to try and find more games that we can play together and have, like, Betsy's game nights where we play. I believe that. I think my living room is done. This, are we considering this part of the living room? Let's see what we have in... Mama, ma'am. I'm not picking you up right now. You're real cute and you're real sweet, but not happening. No. It's Ava wanting attention. How dare she want attention, you know? I know. Unheard of. I'm talking to her. And yes, I do talk to my cats like they're real people. And yes, they all have names and nicknames. And middle names. I need something for right here. Or die. Or do. And then don't mention it. And then when she gets on and you're just dead, just be like, I don't know what happened. I didn't even get on today. The game just hates me. You know? It's fine. I feel like this could be cool. This is a wedge cushion. It goes on the floor. But... oh. Well, I guess you shouldn't die then. Maybe this here. Some little... like this. Some little drinks. She just pulled my hot dog hat out of the thing. Alright, we have our drinks. I still feel like I want something here. But it's got to be something like tall, but thin. And I hate these. Pampas grass? Get out of here. Get out of this. Badish. And then I could like scoot you, pull you this way. And I can do a little double scooch here because I have a plant in a pot, you know? Nice. I really like this living room. I go through this every build where I find one room that I am like fascinated by, that I really like. And I think in this build, it's the living room. It's a good one. It's a good one. Look at it. You don't have a choice. If you're looking at stream, you have to look at it. It's a good room. Okay, kitchen. I do want to use that other thing. Same. 100% same. That thing that, where did we say that was? In displays or something? From the kitchen clutter kit. I should have finished my tuna because I am indeed still hungry and I'm not going to eat for another hour and a half. But I don't think the tuna was sitting so good. It was making me feel icky. Alright, fine. I'll look it up by kitchen clutter kit. I'm going to be looking at this anyway. It was in displays, to be fair. Do we put it this way? So, like, the pots and stuff are on this side? I think we do. Alright, let's find the color. I think we're gonna... I would like a darker wood on the bottom. Just because, like... darker wood in general is kind of the theme of the space. It's not all darker wood. I could make all of this darker wood. But I think the pops of lighter wood help... Fuck it, it's all dark wood. All dark wood now. I like this one. Alright, let me look at the kitchen clutter kit and pull out all of the things I think I would want to put in this kitchen. We do have these that I forgot about, if we're being honest. I think I'm sticking with the subway tiles. I like these. I feel like this would be appropriate here. What is this? We'll think about the cutting board. I'm just going to pull stuff out. And then this could maybe go here. Well, I had it sized up, but I think I'm going to wait until I get it restored, and then I'm going to size it up with tool to a 1.1. Because a 1.1, if you have the ability to use tool, not everybody does. Console players, I'm so sorry. Not a 4.4, holy shit. It does fill the space. The reshade that I'm using is Intramoon Compass. I'll let you know. This is my go-to right now. It's my favorite reshade. I also really like Dove. Where are you? By Kindle Spice. It just is, it's, you know. But this, I've been using this one for probably a year. I'm going to put that back at a 1 for now. Oh, I have to highlight it. Please hold. I don't know that I want the cereal. I do want these. I want these. It's Tupperware, tableware, Tupperware, whatever. Maybe we use this. This is functional. You can get a cookie out of it. I will put, can I put the cleaning supplies on a shelf here? I can, but I would like them better on a bottom shelf. You know where I'm going to put these? Right there. That's where they're going. I do believe a timer is in. Oh, I wanted to grab a, of course, look at her mom. Her mom is also a passionate person. She does everything with vigor. I'll stop. I'm pulling all this stuff out. Do I want that there, or do I want this here? You wouldn't be able to open that cabinet door. This may not be the kitchen for this. It's nice though. What is this? Lunchbox. You can also order groceries from this. I'm not using that. Okay. We go into clutter. Actually, I'm going to go with activities and skills while I'm thinking about it again. And grab a crochet basket or something to pop right here. Yep. We'll do that one. There we go. Now we have an activity in here. I do like that new functional stuff. Alright, I'm gonna go into clutter again. I'm actually just gonna go in here. First off, fire alarm. This space right here, that's what it's for. A fire alarm. I'm also gonna do a thermostat right here. I am not, again, I'm not doing burglar alarms. Because I don't play with burglars enabled. So if you download this house and you do have burglars enabled, put a burglar alarm in because there's not one there for you. I kind of want to put the cookie jar here. Is that wrong? I like how these colors, I didn't even change the swatch, are going to match our restoration hardware, whatever it is. Let me save. Well, I guess I'm not going to save. I'm just going to go to Manage Worlds. I'm going to grab a random sim to bring in here and do the restoration hardware. By random sim, I'm going to open my... Well, you'll do. Ruby Valesco. Welcome in. You're adventurous, high maintenance, and a child of the islands, and your aspiration is going to be athletic. We're not playing with the sim. She's going to do what I need her to do, and then she's going to get on out of here. I'm gonna delete her. Right here, baby. Furnished. And then I'm going to make her handiness level 10. Oh, pause. What are you mad about? Oh my god, get over yourself. And then we're going to go to cheats. We're going to cheat sim info, skill cheat, set skill, handiness, level 10. Because I just want this to be done. Okay. That's all. Alright, you get in here and start repairing things. You can restore that. I was going to say, please tell me that you can get there. She can. The stove, I did this in a separate save file. The stove took a very long time to do. No, we did it in the 100 babies. The stove took longer to do than the refrigerator. But the person that was doing the stove had a lower handiness skill than the person that did the refrigerator. I don't even know you. You can be bored, but we're going to get rid of that moodlet. I don't care. You are literally only here for one job. This and to test if I can get in here. I'll keep an eye on her needs because I'm just going to fill them. Because again, she's not actually a sim we're going to play with. I know that I could click her. Did you finish this? You didn't even finish this, you nugget. Unpleasant surroundings. I don't want to hear it. Okay. Okay. I don't understand what's happening. Can you get in here? I just want to know if she can get here. You cannot dislike handiness. Okay, she can get... Can she get in there? She can! Alright, restore this, please. And then we're going to kick her out. Yeah, they look really nice once they're restored. I did upload a version of them not restored. So if you want to do this on your own, you can. But I'm a benevolent leader and will also upload with everything restored. So you don't have to spend 5 minutes doing this yourself. I know it's super time consuming. Alright, you're all done? Perfect. You are getting deleted. See you later. Deletion is about to be in progress. Evict household. Get out of here. Okay. I think... Can I fit these in anywhere? Eat a full wall. I can't. I think we're going to get rid of these dishes, and that's okay. These dishes will stay. This is going to go back here. Again, I am sorely disappointed, pretty much, that they did not leave. They could have put a slot right here on this sink and had this slot to it, and I would have been fucking thrilled. But they decided they were not cool enough to do that for us. So now we have to play around and figure out where it's supposed to go. It's little things like that, like, I don't think they think about, which is fair, you know? But, like, if you work for a game like The Sims, my guess is you also play a game like The Sims. And as a game player, you would know that that would have been top tier. That, not having to, like, do what I just did to put that there, for it to just slot, that would have been fantastic. We'll put this here. I'm just going to clutter up like this here too. Just contact simmers. I know they're trying to do the thing where they include simmers on building kits and stuff like that, but like maybe have like a 3-month rotation of like a simmer on you know how like designers or tattoo artists will bring in like guest tattoo artist, or they'll have like a guest designer. You need to have like a guest simmer that like every 3 months rotates out, and you listen to what they have to say, and like you try to implement some of those things. I don't know why they would ever do that. They can't fix the bugs that are currently in the game, but like it's little stuff like that that simmers are like, this would make a huge quality of life impact. Just do it. Just do it. Okay. Rant done. But now that that's done, I can also scale all of these back up. Because I'm also going to scale this back up. No, this one I'm going to leave this size. I know it doesn't, like... I listen and I do judge. I want you all to hear me and see me when I say this. I listen and I sure as shit do judge. Alright? I do judge. I may not say anything. I don't normally have to say anything. My face says it all for me, but I am going to judge. I don't know that I want that. I'd hate dishes in real life. I would hate to have my sim have to do the dishes. This is going to be my clutter counter over here. Oh, I forgot I had tool open. Don't mind me. Why does that disappear? We're going to put this on here. I do not. I'm never going to let you know that I judge you. I just want you to know. I'm actually going to use the other ones. My Sharona. Put this here. We're going to put this here. This looks very, very similar to my actual countertop. I'm not going to lie to you. I have way too much stuff on it. There, that's our cluttered up countertop. All sorts of things. And then we're going to grab the cupboard from here. I could never marry a type A neat freak. I'm messy and Mr. Quiv is messy, and that is how it works in this house. My house is not dirty. It is messy. But I know where everything is, and it is not like I don't live in... Exactly. I don't want to be told that I need to clean something up. I'll get to it in my own time. My house is not guest ready. I'll be very honest about that. Don't show up unannounced to my house. You're not coming in. I don't care if you piss your pants. It's not happening. Like, for a long time, even now, occasionally, I'm like, man, I wish that I was, like, my sister-in-law is very, very neat all the time. And I would compare myself to her. And then, like, she has OCD. And that's not something I ever want to deal with. Not that, like, I just don't, you know? I will deal with my messy house. I don't want to feel like I have to be on top of it all the time. Some little dust is nice. Look at your Sims. Where's my cupboard? There's no way the cupboard is this expensive. It is not a good time. And that's why I'm like, that's it, Vicky. That's it. There, you are not coming to my house. I don't even invite my brother into my house. He does just show up randomly. But, like, he don't get in. He showed up one time with his kid, and his kid had to pee, and I'm like, you are so lucky. I love these kids. And the thing is, like, I have 4 cats, so there's cat hair, and there's cardboard, because they have those scratch pads and stuff. And, like, it's like that kind of messy, because I'm not vacuuming. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not vacuuming my house every day. It's not happening. Hello. Board, maybe. Maybe we would go both board. I don't remember. Is it Cool Kitchen? I haven't vacuumed yet because like I said, we randomly go through modes of construction in my house. So currently we are putting some built-ins. Somebody had gotten rid of built-ins, put them at the Habitat Restore. We've bought them and we are installing them in our dining room. So like there's pieces of that in different parts of my living room and they're glass. So I haven't like moved them because I'm afraid I'm going to drop them and they're going to break. But if they weren't in there, I try to vacuum once a week. Once a week is there. I'm like, what the hell? What is this? A wood block. My bad. I just want it here. Maybe we size it down a little bit. And we put it right here, and that's our cupboard. There. Now we have a messy countertop. A countertop you can do your thing on. We'll move this. All of this is going to have to be positioned. There we go. I think that's good. I think that kitchen looks good. It looks lived in. It's pretty. Oh, I want to change this picture. I feel like that would be a good picture for in here. I'm gonna go with that one. It is not the coffee station. Alright, and now we need our front entryway. I need a little rug. Get rid of Cool Kitchen. Hiccups bother me, man. They hurt. I get them painful hiccups that, like, make your chest hurt a little bit. We have this one, which came from an event. Maybe for the outside. It says, bitch, don't wear no shoes in my house. That's what that says. And then if we size this down, turn it this way. Nah. You know what I want? The kind of rug I want is like this, but it doesn't have anything on it. Do we have a completely blank one of these? No. Fantastic. I only get one, but it's like every 35 seconds to a minute. And it's like those kind of hiccups. Oh, I hate those. I hate those. They hurt. I always forget about this rug. This rug has some really cool swatches on it. I just forget it exists. Yep. Yep. I'm so glad I'm not the only one who calls them that. This. If we size this down, turn it this way, plop it here, and then make it like this tan color. Yeah, I call mine hiccups as well. And like some people are like, that doesn't make any sense. Most people get it though. Most people indeedly do get it. I'm debating light switches. I haven't put light switches in any of these houses, by the way. I take that back. Some of these houses have light switches. Not all of them. Okay, I'm gonna put this here. I still don't have a trash can, by the way. Working on it. Working on it. I can put it here. And we'll do like a... I want like this. I think this is the trash can I'm gonna use. Really, it should probably go on this side because this side had his towel, but you know, we'll just set that there. Listen. It's always so funny to me when you guys point out things that I say because A, I'm not cognizant of the things that I say that aren't like common. But yes, be so for real right now. Like, that is just such a normal part of my vocabulary that, like, what do you mean you don't say that? What do you mean that is not part of your vernacular? It should be. Take it. Please. Ooh, do they have a wreath? Do they have a wreath that fits on the center of the damn door? I don't know what season this is in game. Listen, I call people out up all the time up here for what I'm going to call Minnesotanisms or South Canadianisms. All right? I'll give South Canada. I'll give Minnesota some South Canada credits. I'm not sure what Canadianisms they're calling you out for. I make fun of them for things up here like saying bubbler instead of water fountain. I don't get it. My favorite, and I talk about this every single time, is what do you know today? Instead of hello, how are you? What do you know today? Why? Why is that a thing? I need a platform trim for right here. Maybe this one in this brown. 50 shades of brown and not a single one I like, you know? Yeah. Oh, sorry. What about milk? How do you say milk? Or bag? Or bagel? Yeah, no, for sure. Or that's a common one. I think that's like a Midwestern thing. Or yeah, no, yeah. Yeah, no, yeah. No, yeah, no. You know, like there's ones like that all the time I hear. I say it too. Yeah, no, for sure is one I'll say a lot. Bag. Yeah. Yeah, that's Minnesotans say that too. You see that? Oh, Minnesotans. Yeah, they say bag or bag. Bag, bagel, and milk. It's not milk. It's milk. Like M-E-L-K. And I'm just like, yeah. Yeah, for sure. Yeah. Yeah, no, yeah. Yeah, no, yeah. That's one of my favorites. Or no, yeah, no. People don't understand. Yeah, no, yeah is like, yeah. Yeah, I feel you. Like, yeah, you are correct. No, yeah, no means I'm not doing that. No, yeah, no. Just because I said yeah in that sentence does not mean I'm accepting anything. All right? Get it together. Don't be self-conscious about it. They do. They say milk up here. M-E-L-K. And I'm like, what the fuck? Exactly. Yeah, no. That's like different than yeah, no, yeah. Yeah, no, yeah. That's like something you say to somebody who's like expressing, they're like telling you a story about how something happened and like it was like a shitty thing and you're trying to like commiserate with them. You're like, yeah, no, yeah, yeah. You know? That's how I've always used it. Yeah, yeah, no. That's very different. But yeah, it's little stuff like that. And because like I've lived in the Midwest pretty much my entire life, I don't even think about that stuff. I've lived between Ohio and Minnesota my entire life. And I have noticed I have picked up the long O in Minnesota. I've got there's some Southern sayings I say. There's a few, but not as often anymore because since I moved out, like my grandma, she was a Southern one. She was what she would call a grit, a girl raised in wherever the fuck, a girl raised in the South. That's what she called herself. I'm a grits at Minnesota. But that long O in Minnesota, I say it to be ironic sometimes, and then I've noticed it's just become the way I say it. So, like, I pick up stuff because I'm trying to mock you, and then I just do it. I just do it. I have a hangnail that really fucking hurts. And, like, it wouldn't hurt if I would leave it alone. It's gonna bleed. But I can't. Wisconsin. I listen to too much T-Pain, and he says Wisconsin. So that is also how I say Wisconsin now, is Wisconsin. It just is what it is. But yeah, if I'm like, I slip more and more on stream on the way I actually say things because I've gotten more and more comfortable. But like, you can ask fucking Sar or Amaryllis. The way I talk off stream is very different from the way I talk on stream. And sometimes I speak the same way off stream because like, you know, it really is. Hello, Ruby. Lynn has heard it occasionally. I think Creative heard it the other day. Every once in a while, you know, but like off stream, I speak entirely differently than I do on stream. I'm much more articulate on stream. I am much calmer on stream. But yeah, off stream, you're getting got off stream. You're gonna hear exactly how I say what I say all the time. It just is what it is. Fortnite will get me out of my, like, you know what I mean? Yeah, how was your meeting? Fortnite will get me right out of my streamer voice. This is what you guys get, my customer service voice on stream. You sure do. Fortnite and off stream, you do not get customer service voice. You get who I am voice. It just is what it is. It is what it is. And I talk in memes and song lyrics. I've done customer service. You know, I've worked in restaurant and everything since I was 16. But like when I first moved up here, it was real bad. And I didn't realize how bad my accent was when I first moved up here until other people started pointing it out. And then I became really self-conscious. And then within like 2 days, I was like, I'm going to speak in a way everybody can understand me. So I don't mind my customer service voice. It makes it so you all understand me. Y'all don't, like, it's bad. It's real bad off stream. Some of the stuff, like, that's how I talk That's exactly how I talk, Gryffindor. And we do mirror each other. We make noises at each other that just continue through the fucking... They continue through the group. It's like the seagulls and Nemo. You just hear one of us starts, and it just, all of us will pick up on it, and it'll just go in a circle. Yep, 100%. 100%. It's easier, like, when you're, like, in this situation where I'm streaming, and y'all are I can't hear you, right? So, it's not as bad. But when we all get in voice chat together, it's real bad. And it doesn't matter who I'll be in voice chat with. As soon as you start making any sort of noise, or you quote a movie or a song, I am right behind you doing the exact same thing. Yes, echolalia is 100% it. I used to work for Verizon in a call center. 100, yes, customer service Quiv and normal Quiv are two different people. Two different people. If I should record the way I talk to Mr. Quiv when we're out and about. It is so different. The accent is back 100% because, like, I grew up, like, he knows how I grew up, who I grew up with. He's heard me talk from the time I was 16. You know what I mean? Like, I don't have to, he knows what I'm saying. Here, I hide my accent quite a bit. Quite a bit. Because, like, you're not going to understand me. It comes out. You'll hear it when I say things like fire and oil. But, like, it's there. It's there. Don't worry, Jess. This little southern heart of mine. I'm not really southern. I grew up in Ohio. But I grew up in Cincinnati, Ohio. Which is, like, right on the border of Kentucky. Which is the South. So, like, that crossover is wild. It's wild. I'm not even decorating anymore. Now we're just talking. This is what all of my streams devolve to. We're not doing anything. We're just having conversation. Ooh, this is good. Look, see? Journey number 2. You put a mirror behind this son bitch. It's so nice. Also, I don't think I've hit F5 today. I think I don't have... Yeah, I haven't had quarter tile placement on all day. I've alt-placed everything. All of the things have been alt-placed. Exactly. It is good. If you just put this little bad boy right here, and we get rid of this mirror, and then we go in here, and we grab a little round mirror. Like... This one? Oh, I fucking hate this game sometimes. Is it this one? You gotta bring it down. It's like this one. And then you like drop it down, down low. That's, yeah, see? And now you have a mirror with a really cool frame. I would do just chatting streams, but what happens is I get awkward and I run out of things to talk about. And B, I don't know what to talk about. It is this every time. All of my streams are really just chatting streams, disguised as whatever game I say we're playing that day, because I'm just chatting. I don't know what you're talking about. Does this fit in here? No. I can't say. Well, no, I definitely have mom voice. I 100% have mom voice. It just, when you have kids, you get mom voice. It just is what it is. You just accept your fate. I'm keeping it. I might need to move it up just a smidge. See, that shows. But, like, I have friend voice and family voice. It's not friends and family. Yeah, I have mom voice. You get the look, too. The mom look, that's enough look. I can't do it because none of you have pissed me off. But, like, you'll see it. I can't hide it. If somebody comes into chat and is, like, being absolutely wild, or comes in here and is a bot that's like, yeah, I'm a graphic designer. I can get you some overlays because you're a suck. First of all, offended. Second of all, like, you'll see it. You'll see. I can't hide how I feel on my face. Okay? I just can't. Ads are going to start in a minute. I like this. This is where we're staying. You'll know. And you know who it's directed towards, too. Like, you know immediately when you get the voice. Me, mom voice. I just I've had enough voice. It doesn't even matter. It's just that I've had enough voice. Right? Like, listen, I paid good money for my for my overlays and shit, okay? The person on Etsy who I bought them from was real appreciative, and I really appreciated that they had it for me. I want to do a rebrand. I just don't know how. So we are just sitting here with my same old overlays. Speaking of which, let's play some Gartic. Because it's break time. Oh, I gotta go take a... Nice. I hope it goes well. I'm gonna start this. If it doesn't restart, it's because I had to go take medicine. The issue is, Jess, is Lordy mercy there. I don't know what I would want as new stuff. Like, I like my stuff. Don't get me wrong. Let me go back here. But I'm ready for like a change. I'm ready to change it up. I just don't know what I want to do, which is why it hasn't been done. But when I figure it out, I'll let you know. I ran up and down the stairs. Now I'm out of breath. Also, I gotta find a better place for my YouTube chat. Now, I want it to be, I'll be really honest. I want it to be kind of like, I don't know. See, the thing is, like, people are like, oh, describe yourself. I don't fucking know. I'm with me every day, and I don't know what I do. You know what I mean? Like, when I think of me, I don't think of, like, necessarily anything positive. And I wouldn't know how to translate those things into, like, a graphic anyway. So, I'm not saying I'm negative about myself. But, like, You know, it's like that interview question. Name 3 positive traits about yourself. I don't fucking know. I'm funny sometimes. Like, I show up when I'm supposed to. You know? Like, that's it. That's all I got. I don't know what else to put on this little thing. There needs to be more on here. I just don't know what. Also, I feel like this should be somewhere. This is a non-functional one. Okay, non-functional. Right? Like, I may not show up on time, but I do show up. Although I do show up on time here. I'm not trying to be like... I'm pretty consistent. We start at 11 o'clock every day. Maybe 11:01 on days I have to go potty. Because for whatever reason recently, at 10:55... I'm like, ooh, gotta pee. Every single day, I'm like, ooh, gotta pee. 10:55. I'm like, you couldn't come 15 minutes ago when I had time? So I'm like running downstairs and then running back upstairs because I'm pretty consistent. I'll say I'm pretty consistent. I try to be. You know? I'm playing with my blanket. But yeah, that's the big thing. Like, I don't know what I would want. And I don't want to rebrand as in, like, changing my name. And I just want, like, new graphics and stuff. I want, like, little widgets. New little widgets. I want all that kind of stuff. So, I just don't know what I want. I know what I want. I just don't know what I want. You know? You know? Listen, my favorite consistent shit shows are right here in this chat, okay? Myself included. I also am consistently a shit show. I look like I have it together. That's all. I don't. I don't. I don't know what to put on this table. Oh, because I'm on wall decorations, not clutter. That fucking... Okay. I could have looked at where I was, and I sure didn't. I wish they had a hat like this that wasn't like a signed baseball cap. It was just like an old beat up trucker hat. You come home and you throw it on the table because your wife doesn't let you wear a hat in the house. That's disrespectful. But it's by the table because if somebody comes over or you go outside, even just to your front porch, you put your hat back on. Ain't nobody seeing you without a hat. That's not happening. That's what I want. A hat like this that is an old beat up trucker hat. Have a good look, Murray. You get what you get and you don't throw a fit. I don't know why what you said reminded me of that, but it did. But it did. I'm looking at all of my options, and I look at these options every single time we build, and every single time... I don't know what I want, so I always grab the same things. We couldn't wear hats in the house growing up. That was 100% my grandma. You were not, like, even my uncle would come over, her youngest kid. He wore a hat all the time. I never saw him without a hat unless he was in my grandma's house. And he knew as soon as he'd come in, it would be off and on the table. That's the only place he didn't wear a hat. In my house, I don't care. Mr. Quiv wears beanies like all year. I don't care. He wears hats. He likes them flat brimmed hats though, with like a little bit of a. Does he do a lot of curve? He does. He does that. He does that thing where he like folds the bill and like rubs it aggressively. I'm more of a flat bill person. I prefer just the slight curve. You know? Oh, I need to put one of these in the bedroom. Listen, Distraction is my middle name. You guys didn't know that. It's Quivy Distraction Arrowheart. I didn't name me. Get over here. Alright. I just gotta find things that work. Right here. I just don't know what those things are. Some sticks. That feels appropriate, actually. Those sticks feel pretty appropriate. I'm not gonna lie. Let's do this one. You know, I get it. Music in the 70s, people always be shitting on it because it's not modern day music, but it's fun little happy music. I haven't had a bad song come on yet. Just the I'm a country boy music. I don't know what that was. I used to wear a beanie every day. When I used to live in Ohio, I had the nickname Meg. Like, I kid you not, I would walk through work and hear Meg all the time from Family Guy because I had a shoulder length bob and I wore a pink hat, a pink beanie, and I wore glasses, right? And apparently that's who I reminded people of. That's why I don't wear beanies so often anymore. All right, that's why I don't wear them anymore. Because I was called Meg one too many times. They would even do the afterwards. I'm like, y'all are some assholes. But it was only people like we would hang out outside of work. So it wasn't like just some random person at my job doing that to me. It was like, that's just what they all called me. But I was called Meg so often at work that my boss was genuinely confused occasionally as to what my actual name was. He'd be like, are you, like, am I calling you the wrong name? No. I love hats. I will wear a hat all the time. I just don't because I got yelled at for wearing them in the house when I was younger. And because I'm worried that I'm going to relive my Meg days. I do have sun hats. I have bought several. I don't wear them. I should because I burn quickly and aggressively. But I don't know. I don't wear like cowboy hats. I think cowboy hats are cute. I don't think I could rock a cowboy hat if we're being honest. I could try it. I just don't think it would look good. Baseball caps and beanies are kind of my go-to. But I haven't been wearing hats because my hair was falling out from the surgery. It's getting better. I do think that fancy shampoo I bought helped. It was very expensive, and I would never, like, casually recommend it to anybody. But I do think it helped because I've seen and heard, like, horror stories of people losing their hair after bariatric surgery, and I don't think mine was that bad. Like, have I lost a lot of hair? I have. But it has started to slow down, which is nice. And I don't have, like, you can see where it's thinned out in some places, but, like, I've heard people have, like, absolute bald spots. Like I said, I was genuinely concerned I might have to, like, shave the rest of my head off. Oh, question, dearest chat. I need input because Mr. Quiv is not helping me on this. He's not being super helpful. If I were to grow out my undercut and instead shave the sides of my head, what do we think? I think I want to. I think I'm going to. I think we're going to grow out my undercut. I won't have the sides shaved until the undercut is grown out a little bit. But I think I'm going to grow out my undercut. I've had this undercut for... a long time. I don't know. 3 years? 4 years? It's been a while. I don't remember what my head looks like without an undercut. Well, hopefully in a year you won't have to imagine it because I'm just going to show up one day with the sides of my head shaved. And, like, I'll be honest, Mr. Quiv is like, so you're going to get a mullet. It's not a mullet. It's not a mullet. But I can see where you would think that. All right? I'll bring it up to my hairstylist. She's fantastic. I go in there and I'm like, this is what I'm thinking. And she's like, yes or no. Like, she just, like, she'll tell me yes or no. I went in there the other day. I was like, what do you think about a perm? And she goes, yeah, right? She goes, no. And I was like, you didn't even ask me what kind of perm. I just said, what do you think about a perm? And you just said, no. And she was like, well, what do you want? And I was like, I just want, like, a nice, like, beachy, wavy, blowout looky perm. Because I do have curly wave to my hair. It's not curly. It's just kind of wavy. And I would like to emphasize that. And she was like, I can understand where you're coming from. But one, we've bleached half of your hair. I'm not perming that. I was like, fair. Touche. And she was like, I thought you meant, like, curl tight perm. No. I had that when I was younger. Absolutely not. Never again. But yeah, she just looks me dead in my eyes. She goes, no. I was like, I think I want to dye my hair. I went in there the other day. I was like, what do you think about just going black? And she was like, absolutely not. I was like, why not? I've had black hair before. She was like, no, because I know you, and in a year or two, you're going to come in here and you're going to want another color, and I'm going to have to remove the black I put in, and I'm not doing that. I was like, damn, okay, shit. Call me right out. Call me right out. No, I'm not doing that. She's not wrong. To be fair, she's not wrong. We've talked about, like, the split dye. We've talked about going, like the pastel rainbow. I like the oil slick hair. Like, and the thing is, like, she will do pretty much anything. Yeah, she absolutely tells me no all the time. And so, like, when I come up with this new thing, she'll be like, next time you come back, if you still want that, we'll talk about it. And then I'll totally forget that's what I wanted. And then I'll come back in 2 or 3 months with a whole different, like, dye thing that I want. She goes, this is why I make you wait. I'm like a toddler. She's like, no, go home and think about it some more. I'm like, fine. But she's right. I don't want it for very long. I just want to change it. And so, like, she's talking now about doing, instead of doing, like, permanent or semi-permanent, doing, like, temporary dyes for me, because I do want to change it so often. I just can't do it to myself. So she's going to look into stuff. But that's the other thing about her, right? She's going to look into those things. So, yeah, I let mine grow out, though. And when I said I have black box dye. First of all, can you imagine me in black hair? I don't even have pictures of it. I looked like a sickly Victorian child. It didn't look good. I was going through a phase, okay? I was going through a phase. Everybody says emo and goth is not a phase. It's not. I still love the hair. I still love the hair and the culture and the clothes and music. But I cannot have black hair without looking like I'm on my deathbed. I'll lower this down with tools, but I'm putting this here. Oh, somebody's cutting the grass. I was like, why are my eyes watering all of a sudden? And, like, I'm super stuffy. Somebody's cutting grass. I hear the mower and I can smell the grass now. Fantastic. I think I need to move this over here with the phone in front of it, and then we'll put this here. There we go. There you go. I think the first box color I dyed my hair was like a pretty much the color of your name in Twitch. It was like a bubblegum cotton candy pink. And it was accidental. I didn't even mean to get that color. I wanted vibrant hot pink, but I grabbed one dye of one color and another dye of another color without realizing it. Like, they were in the same row, but they were 2 different colors. So I just grabbed 2 boxes because I knew I needed 2 boxes. And we just made it work. And it was cute. It was real cute. But, like, I'll never, ever be able to get my hair that color ever again. So, I think that's our entryway. It looks good to me. Of course, because we never put it in evenly. Be for real. I want... more plants, but that's kind of small. This size is up okay, but not great. Because like, you probably did that at the time when like raccoon stripes or skunk stripes or whatever they are called were like super popular, because that was like a big thing in the early 2000s, early to mid 2000s. Yep, I know exactly what you did. How are you, Kit Kat? Because I wanted to do the same thing, but my mom was smart enough to tell me absolutely not, and would not take me to get it done. And then, again, in like 3 months, I totally forgot I wanted it, so good on her. I never stick with the same hair for very long. This is the longest my hair has ever been the same. Oh, maybe I should put this on here. It would have been cute. Hello, Jen. How are you doing? I don't know. Do we need anything on the table? I feel like I should be doing like some stuff like this on the table. Not necessarily that. Like I don't need classified information. But like a little pile of mail on the table that they've gone through. Maybe a couple of piles of mail. Like this is where they sit and eat. This is where they push all the shit out of the way. Again, I don't want classified. No classified things for me. I know we have more stuff like that in debug. The question is, do I really want to search through debug for paper? See, they have like single mails. They have whatever this is. I don't know what that is either. Businesses and hobbies. Or not business and hobbies. Get to work. Yeah, we just want to put some random stuff on the table. Fingerprints. We don't need fingerprints on the table. If the glove don't fit. Yes, I went there. Because that's what I think of when I see glove. That's a wallet. I think this disappears when you set it down, if I remember correctly. Yeah. Yeah, bitches. So does the shoe. What is this? Just a coin? Does this also disappear? No. Okay. Well, I don't want it. That is a big old coin. Don't need it. Don't want it. Ain't gotta have it. This looks like maybe you're going on vacation somewhere. You got a little brochure that you're looking at, you know? It is possessed. I lost it. So we're going to 0.01 until I re-find it. I've lost it completely. Hello? Give me one. Where did it go? Okay, found it. Okay, I see it there. I'm so lost. We're just gonna do 0.01 until it is where I want it to be. It's close. It's close. Hold on. There we go. I just want it to look like it's kind of sitting in amongst the things. That's all. Yeah, okay. That's my pile of junk. It's fine. That's good. Main part of the house is pretty cluttered. I want to put a little picture on the wall here. Get out of here, debug and live at it. Nobody needs you anymore. Where's the one with the alien on it? That's the one I want. Not this one. I believe it's also Strangerville, though. It looks like a little abduction is happening. Let me see. Let me see if it is Strangerville. If I'm correct, cool. I could have sworn. Is it in debug? Oh, I'm dying. It is this one. I don't know. I feel like Happy Little Hipsters would absolutely have this kind of stuff on their wall. You can disagree with me. But I don't think I'm wrong. And then I want... This is where it gets tricky. I need a picture frame. That's not gonna work. This could... Nope. Some of these can work. You just gotta move the poster forward. It's just finding the right picture. Actually, if I size you down, where'd you go? And we like put this here. Okay, hold on. Hear me out. And then I put this here. I'm gonna line it like this. And then I'm going to move it forward. And then we're gonna elevate it. But I only want to move it forward till I can see it on top of the picture that's currently here. Like that. Okay. And then we're going to elevate it. Let me just do a 0.1. Not scale. We're going to keep going up by 0.1 until, okay. Not scale. I'm going to do another 0.2. Another 0.2. Not 0.2, just a 2. That's too high. So now we got to start bringing it down. I really want this frame to work. I must have done just 1 instead of 0.01. We're getting there. I get the feeling I'm going to have to shrink the frame a smidge. Could you friggin' not? I caught it that time. It was me. But I'm never going to take full responsibility when I mess up in Tool. Okay? Okay. It's so close. I need to make this frame the slightest bit smaller, but also I don't. I think that looks fine. I think that's good. I think that's what we're doing. And we're going to do the same thing here. I'm going to put it where I want it. Do these come in different, like, frames? Like, does the frame color... Is there any, like, black frames? Oh, just brown. Okay. Ow! This... Jiminy Cricket. If you need to take medicine, take your medicine. Anyway. If I size that up, it's too big. I could maybe tool that. I'm only interested in it if it has a black frame, though. Like this. Hold on. We might be doing this frame. I know I just did all that work for this frame. But hear me out. Let me see what this looks like. Let me see what this looks like. Okay? Elevate 1. Because you know how, like, you get pictures framed and they have, like, that backing. What do we think? We have, like, 2 pretty solid options. This one fits. This one has a little bit of matting behind it. Is that what it's called? Matting? And it does have the black frame. We'll sit on these and we'll figure out which one we like better. This frame or this frame. Also, I want a shoe rack. I'm just gonna hit enter. I want this. Right here. Oh, excuse me. I actually prefer this. I think I do too. I think it needs to move over a little bit. Like a little over this way. I knew, yeah, it's like a matting. I knew what I was talking about. I just didn't know what it was called. Yeah, I think this needs to move over to the left a smidge. But I think I like the the black frame better. But the nice thing is I don't have to do anything with this because it's already positioned where I need it. So all I got to do is like alt place this in such a way that it's even. And then do the same here. Oh, you bitch asshole. It must not be pulled up enough. This is going to be the worst decision I'd make today. Moving that little bit. Actually. Now we're going to 0.01. 01, not 4. Don't talk to me or my son ever again. I'm saving. I have tooled too close to the sun. My lot is broken, but my pictures are framed. You know? And they're almost even. They're only off by a hair. And now that you see that, you're not going to be able to unsee it. But that's how it's going to be uploaded, baby. That's it. I need a rug or something right here. Maybe a round rug. I keep trying to use these round rugs. And I keep, like, hating them as soon as I place them down. I know which rugs I want. These rugs. And we're going to size them down. Ooh. I need in between these two sizes. Because I want it to sit like this. Without going underneath the walls. So, let me grab this stack of rugs again. Place it here. And scale it down this way. I don't know what that looks like. I don't think that's small enough. Okay. Welcome back. Ooh. That sounds pretty good, actually. I love a smoothie. I haven't had a BLT in a long time. Mainly because I currently am still not allowed to have bread. Soon, though. Soon I'll be able to have all of the bread I've ever dreamed of. I'm not. It'll make me too full. I'm going with this. There we go. This is looking good. It's looking good. Again, not to toot my own horn, but beep, 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 beep. In here, I need... They put this toilet paper roll in wall decorations. I noticed that when I was looking for it earlier. Or when I wasn't looking for it earlier. I noticed it... Please, I need to see... That's way too high. I noticed it when I was in wall decorations earlier. I don't know why they did it that way, but they did. I'll brush. I could use the... Yeah, I could. I do go like Jimmy John's. They have those lettuce wraps. I like those. Those are pretty good. But I can only eat like half of one at a time. The thing is, I don't like hot lettuce. And I feel like unless you're... I want warm bacon in my BLT, but I don't want warm lettuce. So I normally just eat like bacon and tomatoes. I have an uncontrollable hatred for hot lettuce. I hate hot lettuce. If we go to a restaurant, everything, no lettuce, no lettuce. And if they come and they bring it out and it has lettuce, I'm sending it back. I'm not even kidding you. I know I could pull the lettuce off. That's not the point. I will. That's not the point. The point is, I specifically asked for you to not have lettuce on it. I will be that person over hot lettuce. I'm not... Because like it's gross, and then you taste hot lettuce. I'm not interested, thank you. And it tastes weird. Like it's limp and it's soggy. It gets a little slimy, you know? It's both crunchy and not crunchy at the same time. But it's the taste of hot lettuce. I just can't get behind it. And if you love lettuce on a sandwich, I hope I did not just ruin lettuce for you on a hot sandwich, but not for me. I don't get it on my tacos. I don't get it on my nothing. No, thank you. Let me look at my bathroom clutter. See what they give me. My bad bathroom accents. I feel like they're gonna have dentures. I'm gonna put this in here. We need a thingamathing over here. There we go. Thingamathing acquired. You know, maybe they have this toothbrush. I don't like it. It's a little bulky. We need a soap. I'm gonna put this here. You know what I want? I don't know if this game has it. Except if you've seen this, it does have it. This is my accent wall. They're just different colors from different, like... Oh, there's only 2 colors? I must hate you. I have not listened to it. Because I forgot. I don't think you all realize. I forget what I say 30 seconds after I say it. Ooh, that sounds like a good time. Good luck. I forget what I say immediately after I say it. Okay? So when you guys tell me something and I'm like, I try real hard to remember. I do. I just don't. You have to like send me something and then when I'm done streaming, you have to @me in that conversation for me to remember that I'm supposed to do it. There's a reason I have a to-do list in my Discord. And there's a reason SAR adds to it more than I do. Because I forget immediately. Okay? Okay. Now that that's settled, I will listen to it. I want to use that. I will listen to it as soon as stream is over. And I do mean that. We'll put one of these here. You're not going to make me feel bad, though. Nice try. I need a shelf here. It be like that sometimes. I'm sorry. I've never lied to y'all. All right, to be fair, I've never been like, yeah, listen to that. I totally listened. I didn't. And it's not because I didn't want to. It's genuinely because my brain doesn't work that way. I forget just that quick. That's too tall, but that's okay. We'll get it figured. We're gonna make it smaller. Right there. Listen here, Janice. I need to raise this down. Here. Yes. And I need to raise this. I also need to scale this one down. Let me put this at like a 0.8. And then I'm going to raise this. Not scale. Elevate. I'll be like, I don't typically, and this is just me. I know AI is the way of the future. I cannot promise that I will use anything that AI makes song-wise. I've played one time on stream that Mr. Quiv made for me about The Sims. And that was the only time I've ever used it. I'm not an AI hater, but I'm not an AI lover. You bitch. And then this just, You know what? I think that you're a motherfucker. Get over here. There we go. I just don't know, like... I will listen to it before I go down. Unless it's like a 20-minute song. I haven't been napping, to be fair. I've been trying to not nap.
And the best part of this plan is...
So, I do lay down sometimes. By sometimes, I mean a lot. I just don't sleep. The best part of this plan is the day is already almost over. Can you guys believe it is already 2:42? By day, I mean my stream. Okay, yeah, I'll listen to it post-stream. For show, for real. I mean it this time. I'm actually going to pull up your conversation right now. Right here. Frog button leggings. I know. I feel like today went by extraordinarily fast. Every time I looked up, it was like, ads are starting. And I'm like, why the fuck for? We just had ads. Why are we doing this again? We just got out of here. That means it's been a good day. That means we've had fun. Because that's when time flies, remember? Just when you're having fun, no other time. Today might be a nap day. I'm pretty tired. It's just been a rough day. I will use Mix It Up. I go back and forth on Frosty because the thing with FrostyBot is I don't think it's AI in the sense that like it is doing things for you. It is scraping like what you if like I give you a shout out using FrostyBot, it doesn't like go in and take anything that isn't already readily available on your your landing page for Twitch. It's going to tell me the last game you were playing, the last couple of games. It goes through in your titles and like pulls that information out of titles to say like what kind of stream it was. So like Frosty doesn't bother me too terribly much. I don't use it. Not because like I just don't use it. That's all. I'm not a FrostyBot hater. I like when other streamers use it. I just haven't dedicated myself to using it. The stuff with AI music is a little different because I don't know like how they train their AI on that music. And as somebody who really genuinely and truly does love music, I don't want that to be taking away from other artists. But again, I'm not shitting on people who use it. All right? Like if that is what you're comfortable doing, absolutely feel free to do so. I personally am just not comfortable doing it. That's all. I say it all the time. Don't let me tell you how to live your life. That's all. Yeah, FrostyBot doesn't bother me. Mix It Up doesn't bother me. But, like, again, that doesn't bother me because it's already available. If I go back and watch your VOD, I have access to chat anyway. So, like, it's not like putting words in somebody's mouth. It's just recapping the conversation. So... Right, like that's what I'm saying. You use AI in a way that you're comfortable doing so. I'm not comfortable with the music stuff just because like I haven't done the research, right? Like I did zero research. I looked at Inzoi and I did the research for Inzoi, and as I looked more into it, there were some things that pinged red flags for me, which is why I haven't been playing Inzoi. I don't think that they're using AI in the way they say they're using AI. I do think they're using assets that are not necessarily publicly available, right? Why can I make a Donald Duck shirt? Shouldn't be able to do that. That's not public domain. So it's that kind of stuff. And again, I recognize and I accept that AI is going to be something that we are not going to escape going forward. You have to use it as ethically as you can. It just is, it just is. Mix It Up isn't any kind of AI. It's just a bot, any other bot. FrostyBot doesn't bother me because again, I don't think it's AI in the sense that like it is making its own recap. It's scraping a conversation that is publicly available, that has already happened, and that if I went back to the VOD and watched the VOD, I would be able to come up with my own recap. So the FrostyBot doesn't bother me. Mixed Up doesn't bother me. The music one only because I don't know enough about it to be like, that's all. And I'm not here to yuck anybody's yum. If you love AI and you love all that stuff, and you are morally okay with the way that they do the things because of the research you've done, good on you. I haven't done a lot of research on a lot of the tools that people are using. And I'll admit that. Like, I can't say, oh, that's bad, because I don't know. I just don't know. It could be. It could be fine. I love this music. It's a good little... This is going in here. Or maybe this. We're putting this in here. Other than landscaping, y'all, I think this house is done. Landscaping and my broken ass lawn here. We're gonna put a bush here. Alright, let me find my... What is this lot worth? 36,000 is not too bad. That's not terrible. For me, that's not terrible. Sidewalk slabs. Dirt. I have given myself hiccups. All it is under here is going to be dirt. Alright. And I don't mind that it, like, peeks out a little bit. Because, like, under your house, you've got a little... Grass is not growing right on up. No, that's absolutely valid. But from everything I have looked into with Mix It Up, it is not anything with AI. The shout outs that come through, I typed those up. So, like, Mix It Up, I'm cool with. I'll make this a little softer. So, I want... Yeah, you set up, Mix It Up. That you have zero help unless you... Yeah, unless you know somebody who knows what they're doing. That's all you, baby. There's no AI in that. I want the lavender bushes too, though. Oh my gosh, my neighbor's chicken is cock-a-doodle-doodling. I love my neighbor's chickens. I think I've said this before. They've got big old chickens. Their chickens are massive. Some fat old chickens. But, like, they're not just fat chickens. They're, like, actually big chickens. These things are massive. Yeah, that's why when it breaks, I don't... That's why we don't have a baby counter for 100 babies. Because it broke and I didn't feel like fixing it. Yeah, exactly. Half my stuff doesn't work for Mix It Up because I refuse to fix it after they updated. Not to turn you off from Mix It Up. Mix It Up is an amazing bot. It does fantastic things. I think it's 100% worth. But I also know that, like, I'm not doing a bunch of things that I could be doing with Mix It Up because I don't feel like fixing what broke. Yes, they do. 100% they do. No, I don't like those flowers, actually. I actually don't like them. Oh, no, that's not... Well, I mean, it might be TMI for some people, but, like, I don't know about a steamer. I have a specified pot. Nobody uses it. That's all that pot is for. It is marked, you know? So, no, I feel you. Sanitation is important, people. Don't be shaming somebody for steaming their menstrual cup. Yeah, I use a pot of boiling water for mine. And if you're afraid of a menstrual cup, I would highly encourage you to look into them. They're fantastic. Less waste. Reusable for a long time. You should replace them. Like, they should be replaced. You can't use them forever. Mine is good for like 10 to 12 hours. I don't have to worry about leakage. I know some people aren't comfortable with those and they prefer pads, and that's absolutely fine. But if you're cool with the tampon, you should look at a menstrual cup. Yep. I caveated, I swear. I'm gonna get rid of this. I want like could I use the squares for this? I could. Shh. Just shh. All right. I didn't know where they were right away. Okay. That's fair. Yeah. I say that all the time. I'm so ready to just be done with my period. Again, my uterus does nothing for me but cause problems. So so take that for what you will. What color do I want here? I've got red and purple. Let's do some irises here. We might go a little over because I'm almost done. And if you guys aren't here to hold me accountable, I'm not going to finish. And I could today. Actually, we're not, because I just remembered I have all of this to do. I have all of that to do. But you guys remember I was talking about Journey to Batu? And how it has some fantastic landscaping options? Well, guess what we're going to use? I'm going to find it. Do I remember where it is? No. After we do this, I'll be done. No, my cats are my kids too. I feel you. I'm glad they're doing well. Yeah, mine's been broken for a while. I could probably have it removed at this point. These right here, these are the best. Look, you size it down, and then you just pop it in, and then you just readjust. I don't know what they thought people were going to use these for. Probably nothing. But I found these when I was doing a shelf for somebody one day, and this is how I fence in my gardens. To be fair, I had a vision for this house. And it has hit pretty close to said vision, if we're being honest. We're going to push these back. I might get rid of these, actually. I like them, but I think I like just the irises better. I know, right? They're like, nobody's going to check in here, especially not Journey to Batu. And I'm like, ooh, these are perfect for landscaping rocks. Get out of my way, Sims. It is. Journey to Batu, baby. That's what I'm saying. Okay, and then we have sides. Can I use this? Fuck yeah, I can. Okay. You could absolutely drop some oops of daisies in here. That sounds like it's gonna be fantastic. This one I could just do this though. Or we could just do that. And then move this over a smidge. There we go. Can I have better lighting? Sure can't. Okay. Oh, that's a little better. That's a little better. I like it. Picasso. Okay, we're going to save. We're going to find somewhere to hang out. I implore you all, if you know somewhere to whatchamacallit, to raid into, please let me know. But before we do that, we're going to say adios, YouTube. It's been real, it's been fun, and it's been real fun. We will be back tomorrow to do some Fortnite. But you all have a fantastic day over there. Remember to take care of yourself. And then take care of everybody else. I will see you tomorrow. Have a fantastic rest of your day. Goodbye.